ranking. Trey Benson is super cool. He got a super great landing spot. Cool. Super awesome.
What is this analysis? He's super cool. He's super awesome. Dynasty domain. You can slander us all you want, but saying that we don't take an L is legit the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, we are so freaking dumb. We take more L's than anyone I know. Like, yes. We are wrong. Like, of all things, I'm like, yes, of course we're idiots. Yes. We're not experts. We are stupid people with a camera.
I'll take TJ Hawkinson in the 7th round.
TJ Hawkinson's your cupcake.
Gosh.
Leave it in. Let's go. A new coaching regime. Wow. Hold on. A new coaching regime. Do I want to say regime? Regime.
This is when legends are made in Dynasty Fantasy Football. This is when you accumulate value the most. Yeah, I know. Thanks, man. Thanks. I really tried to think of something else and it just came out and it was really bad. But this seriously is, this is when you build a dynasty. There you go. This is when dynasties are made.
Coming off of last year where everybody thought, okay, Bijan's going to come in the NFL and score 100 points per game because everybody was, drafting him that high. And as it turns out, he didn't for a couple of reasons. A, Arthur Smith, and B, Arthur Smith. So now, without...
Is there a C selection in there?
If there was a C, I would say Arthur Smith is C.
That's fair.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
I don't know.
Because 7, 8, 9. You never heard that? What?
Anyways.
To start for their respective teams this year. And when you're talking about having a QB3, what?
I just got the 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Are you?
Yeah, just move on.
Oh my gosh, the stupidity. Dude.
8, 9.
Okay.
Let's go.
How have you never heard that? Everyone's heard that joke, Nathan.
I don't know why it didn't resonate. I was too in the
This is what happens when you're homeschooled. This is what happens. That's what happens when you're homeschooled. If we win, it's because we're awesome, and if we lose, it's because we just let somebody else win.
Exactly.
So. We did not forget about you. We did not neglect you. You're gaslighting us by saying we ignored you. And we are so happy to be talking about Dynasty Fantasy Football again. You have absolutely no idea.
Like, so excited that we accidentally spent 30 minutes doing a video for you guys.
The reason we were late was because we were recording a Dynasty video and we got really into it and we argued about Brian Thomas for like legit 15 minutes. So
I looked up at the clock. I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
We were making really good time.
We were, but we are not anymore. But we're happy you're here. I don't have the chat pulled up. I'll pull up the chat. But I do want to announce a couple things before I say hello to all of you guys. First of all, you're going to notice that the way that you skip the line and get your Dynasty question answered, which has been Super Chats on all of our streams now for about 2 years since we started doing this, is turned off. You can no longer do Super Chats. And the reason for this is because we have come up with a way over at flockfantasy.com/domain to make all of this much more better. And when I say much more better, I mean it actually looks good. You can actually go through and answer all of these questions in stream mode.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
And if you'll go ahead and drop the link for the questions again.
Absolutely.
Nathan's going to drop the link again. basically you can do super chats, you can do trade questions with your linked sleeper dynasty team, you can do start sits with your dynasty, but you're going to be doing a lot of trade questions on dynasty, and trade questions look so much better on this thing. But you can also do super chats. This is how you're going to submit for team blueprints. And so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through, as you can see, we have a ton of blueprints that we need to get done. Some of these that you see aren't live team blueprints, but some of these at the bottom are. We got one from Invictus, we got one from R Griff, we got a couple from CJ Sleeper. These are all live ones, and you can see when I click on here, they should say live review somewhere. Maybe they don't on this page, but we'll be checking those obviously. And basically, this is the one-stop shop for our question answering system. And so you follow the link. If you don't have an account, use code domain because you're going to get 30% off of everything on the site, including the questions. So the super chats are actually going to be cheaper on the site. It's going to work exactly like YouTube super chats do. The only difference being, obviously, it's not YouTube. And the benefit to this for us is YouTube takes a ginormous cut of our super chats, and you're supporting us, and your support actually going to us, I think, is a good thing. So definitely excited to have this rolled out. Again, you guys can submit any question you want. Super chats, trade questions, start, sit, and a team review for blueprints. We're going to spend most of today doing blueprints, but we are also going to answer some of your comments, of course, in the chat. So
yes.
Nathan, you dropped the link again, I'm assuming?
Yep.
And so that's how you can go and submit any questions. Make sure you submit us as your creator. But we're going to do a lot of things today. Again, really happy you guys are here. We are going to also be doing team blueprints, and I'm going to show you how to do a team blueprint on the Flock site right now. How to submit for a team blueprint, because I feel like you're going to want to know this if you haven't been on the Flock site. So once you have an account on the Flock site, what you're going to do is go up here to the top right corner, this little orange button, expert advice. Obviously, this is all different since we last did our team reviews, right? I'm going to try to, I want the white bars to go away on this if that's possible. It's driving me kind of nuts. Whatever, it's fine.
Come on, man.
And then an expert advice. Here you can get the team review. This is where you're going to get the blueprint. So if you want to get a live team blueprint, I think we have 4 of them right now that we are going to be doing for sure today. But we'll basically stay on here and be doing live Dynasty team reviews if you want your team review broken down on our live stream. And then we're going to send you a supplemental blueprint. You're going to get the full blueprint experience plus the live review. Keep in mind this test account here. I'm just linking my team. This is where you put in all your settings. If you have a sleeper league, you can link it here. If you don't, you can put all your settings here and your team name in here. Once you get to here, you're going to select your team from the actual list. I think mine's the guy. No, yours.
No, I'm the guy on the left.
That's fine. That's fine. We can go with Nathan's team.
I'm like 5.
And then you're going to get here. You're going to select Domain Fantasy Football. You obviously have 3 options here: Team Blueprint, and then you can go up and you get Live Team Blueprint, which is when we'll do it right now on the stream. We'll review your team right now, and you're going to be here for it. And then Team Blueprint 2.0 as well. So you can also write comments as you go and things like that. But this is without a membership, so this is obviously the most expensive option. I would recommend you get a membership. But we're going to be doing all of that, like I said. So follow the links. We're going to go ahead and get into some of the team reviews here. And like I said, super happy to be back with you guys. We're going to get back into reviewing Dynasty teams, building Dynasty teams, and making sure we have plans for our Dynasty teams. This is what we love doing most. So I think first was Invictus. So we want to go ahead and start with this one. Invictus, appreciate you, man, and super happy to kick off our Dynasty review season with you. And we're going to go ahead and look at your team here.
This is how we do it.
And as you can see, his team is first in our power rankings. So
as you can see, his team is super duper good.
Yes.
At first glance, that's an elite value.
Yes.
You're looking at the quarterback room. You got Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, and Drake May just like sitting and chilling there. This is a 10-team super flex, half PPR, one tight end premium. I'm going to give that with Jaden Daniels and how much he's skyrocketed up boards at this point and just looked straight up like one of the top, I don't know, 6 to 8 quarterbacks in the league. And then Brock Purdy as well with Drake May. I think this is easily in a 10-team with that upside of May and Daniels, and then Purdy. I give that an 8 or 9. What do you think? Probably an 8?
Yes, for sure.
And then Saquon Barkley, Kenneth Walker, Pacheco, Derrick Henry, Pollard, Bucky Irving even, who has, some relevant value as well. It's another really good running back room. He got some questions long-term, but I still would give that a solid, production alone, with the upside alone of those guys, I'm going to give you a good 7 out of 10 quite easily. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Malik Neighbors, Puka, Garrett Wilson, Rashee Rice, Devontae Adams. Then you got some nice depth as well. Wicks, Myers, McMillan, Lockett. That's a 9 out of 10.
I mean, it's really good.
Brock Bowers, Sam Laporta, 10 out of 10. Yeah, that's cool. So one of the first moves that we're going to recommend that you do is probably move, even though Sam Laporta has lost some value, just move Sam Laporta. Like you don't need two elite tight ends, even in a tight end premium format, are not going to give you a significant advantage in this landscape. So go and get a different dominant player at a different position at running back or wide receiver. This is a 1 point tight end premium, half PPR plus an additional point for a tight end premium.
Interesting.
So that is more of a premium for your tight ends, but who's actually bringing in the consistent target volume? Brock Bowers. So I'd probably just move Laporta if you're going to move one of those guys. I'll tell you who to target here in a second. You're looking at your cornerstones. I will take off. I'll give you Daniels and May as your cornerstones there. Saquon and Kenneth Walker are both, yes. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Neighbors, and Puka are your top cornerstones at wide receiver, and then Bowers and Laporta, both cornerstone guys. Looking at your depth here, you've got Drake May, Bryce Young, Derrick Henry as notable guys, Bucky Irving, Pacheco, Pollard. Pacheco's just waiting to come back healthy. You've got guys down here like Tucker Kraft on the rise. Oh, yeah, just casually as Tucker Kraft is a third tight end option.
Yeah, no big deal.
Devontae Adams.
Somebody commented, this guy just paid for a review to flex his team.
Yes.
And Invictus,
Yes.
I think you just wanted to flex on us.
My man, this is a 10 out of 10 in depth.
This is crazy.
This is an elite value team. I would assume your record is no worse than 4-1. If you're 3-2, I'd be really surprised. Yeah, I mean, even with the injuries, you lost Puka and you lost Rashee Rice and you lost Pacheco, and you're still probably going to win your league.
Yep.
So you're looking like you're in really good shape here. The rookie picks that you have at the moment, you've got your 25 and your 26 first, which is another pleasant surprise. The fact that you have not moved off of your own firsts for the future, but still have this team, is very impressive. So I am going to give you a very standard own all your future picks grade here. I think, does he have actually, he has an additional 25 second as well. So
yeah, he does.
yeah, so you got an extra 25 second. I'll just note that in your draft capital notes here. Your contending status, you're all the way on the right. You're fully contending.
You did catch. Okay, never mind. Actually, I lied. It's interesting. It's just interesting how this organized it.
It's ordered by value.
By value, yeah.
Which I actually appreciate. So I like that.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to move over to the targets here, the look to trade and the targets. I already told you to move off Sam Laporta. I'm just going to tell you to go get a wide receiver or a running back there, and we'll tell you who in a second. Do you have a target or a look to trade guy?
This is really hard. I love everything. I really love this team.
Can you package your dominant depth and go get Justin Jefferson?
Well, to go with Malik Neighbors and Amon-Ra. Like, yeah. I mean, honestly. Okay, so give me the starting lineup positions for this team again.
Jaden Daniels, Saquon Barkley, Kenneth Walker, Amon-Ra, Malik Neighbors, Puka Nacua.
So it's 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, tight end, 2 flex, and a super flex.
Yes.
So that's our standard. Like,
yes, it's standard, but it's a 10 team, so upside.
But upside is everything.
Yeah.
And so
it is still actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're starting 20 less players on a weekly basis across the league,
upside
which
is
a little bit.
Yeah, no. So like I think what you do need to like just let's put some first round players on there. Like literally.
Yeah.
And again, this is a good example of a dynasty team where if you have a dynasty team where you had Malik Neighbors, you potentially have an elite value team now. And this is a perfect example of that. Because preseason, this would have been a really good team. But with Bowers and Neighbors, this probably wouldn't have been an elite value team preseason. And I mean, think about this. He has Jaden Daniels, Saquon, Malik Neighbors, and Brock Bowers, all of which have gained a ton of value in Dynasty. He hit the value. I don't know if I've ever seen this much of a value jackpot.
You can probably get one of the top 3 most productive running backs in the league right now at a discount because Kyron Williams' outlook for the future is in limbo.
Yeah.
He's pretty affordable. You can package a couple of depth guys and go get him for a team that's trying to down tier.
So which targets do we have for him?
I've got JT, Kyron Williams, Jamar Chase. And then get another dominant wide receiver that's got high upside. Debo's very high upside. He's a cheaper, affordable guy that you can get quite easily with your value.
Insurance, essentially.
Yeah, so we're going to move off Laporta. I'm also going to have you move off of... people are going to be interested in Garrett Wilson. I'm less interested in Garrett Wilson in a 10 team. That might sound... Is that a hot take?
No.
Not with his wide receiver.
I don't think so. I mean, Garrett Wilson clearly hasn't shown...
Let me rephrase. I'm less interested in Garrett Wilson on your team because... you have Neighbors, Amon-Ra, and Puka. So if you can just pivot off of Neighbors and go get a higher upside guy in the same range, go for it. You got a third guy to trade away?
That's so hard.
Isaiah Pacheco, go get Deebo Samuel.
Maybe, yeah, and just go
same price range.
Yeah, I mean, you don't, because you're not starting all these running backs.
Yeah.
I just could go on and on about how much I love this team build. Like everything from like the balancing in the quarterback position of the rushing upside and the future value.
And you can tell that he prioritized running back last. This is why our dynasty game theory is so applicable to teams like this, and you can see how it's been reflected in this way because he prioritizes quarterback in a super flex league. He goes Daniels in May this year, goes upside to pair with the safety of Purdy. He locks down his elite tight end. He heavily favors wide receiver, and then he goes production upside at running back, regardless of their future outlook, because he got Saquon and Derrick Henry.
Right.
Like that's exactly what you want to do, and I guarantee he got both of those guys at a discount.
Yes.
So. Great build, man. We got some suggestions and comments here to end. Overall, again, love your team build. You got any additional suggestions here?
Yeah. I think one of the comments when I was chatting with him, I'm going to double check, is he was a little bit like, I think I have a dominant team. I think I'm outpacing everybody, but I don't want to be complacent. And really, when you get to this point in a dynasty, when you get to this point with a dynasty team, you are threatening ending your league. Like, it's so bad. Yeah. But the way that you don't get complacent is just to keep a constant eye on the market. What you've done to get here is play the market as well as you can. Don't stop doing that, right? Keep buying low on players that need to be bought low on. What you can do is, since you have so much capital here, you can essentially look and say, okay, this player is injured. Isaiah Pacheco would be a good example if he wasn't on your team already. This player's injured. I'm going to go snag him, and then I'm going to sell him again when he goes off. So a good example of somebody that you could do, again, is Rashee Rice. You already have Rashee Rice. I would do this on a team like this just for the fun of it. Just because you can. Because you literally can run your league economy. Run your league economy. That's what I'm going to say. So
yeah, and then what I would also say is hand off your 25 first to get a deal done for an elite player.
Yeah. Hey, Dalton, I just saw that you said you got the wrong team submitted. Yes, in your team submission, go into the chat and then just put in the right sleeper ID, and we'll take care of that for you. We can just do it in the My Teams module, so that's not a big deal at all. So just like I said, drop your sleeper league ID in the chat of the My Reviews function. So. I also realized he also dropped a super chat. I must have turned super chats off the wrong channel. I did. I turned it off on DFF. I need to change that. Go ahead. I think we're close on this one. This was a good one, man.
Yeah, this was a very good one. Dude, oh my gosh. It's insane. It's crazy.
Invictus, my man, I just have to say congratulations. Like, you seriously have perfected Dynasty. So, all right, appreciate you, man. We got your blueprint, and we're going to be sending that over here very soon. So like I said, guys, when you get the live review, you get our full analysis live on the channel, but you also get the team blueprint. And so I wonder if I have a team blueprint. I wonder if I have one up here that I could just drop in. Because I want to show you guys kind of what it looks like if you haven't seen it yet. We got a lot of new people, so let me see. Let's see. Where is the image? No, it's not in there. Let's go to media source. Let's see. Do I have anything? I don't feel like I have one. That's weird. I'll download one and I'll show it to you guys. So they look pretty freaking cool. So
that team made me fall in love with Dynasty all over again.
Do what? Let's do one of both. Okay. Invictus, appreciate you, man. Let's go to the next one here. This is going to be R. Griff. What's up, man? R. Griff Giants, one of our guys. Appreciate you. He says he's going to be 2-4 going into this upcoming week.
Did you just complete it?
Yep.
Okay.
So can you just go in and complete it and send it there?
I'll go in and send it.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do
after the stream.
We'll figure it out later, but that's how we're going to have to do it, just so we know we've done it.
Yep, that's fine.
Going to be 2-4. Going into this upcoming week. I think I've gotten some bad bounces. I'm really happy about the team construction. I've traded away the 103 and Diggs the last offseason for London and Kyron Williams. I have a projected 25 late third and my 26 first and third and all 27 picks. I'm intrigued to see where to take things here. Okay. So let's take a look at your team. This is going to be a Superflex 12 team start 9 PPR non-Titan Premium Dynasty League. Okay, and so your team name here is going to be the Panhandle Pirates. You say you're happy with your team. In terms of the value power rankings for your team here, you're going to be 4th in value. So we like to see that. Let's take a look at your team here.
R. Griffey Jr.
Yep. You got that sleeper league idea? All right, cool.
It's like Robert Griffin and Ken Griffey Jr. mixed.
Hey, Dalton, just so I don't miss yours, comment your which one of these reviews is yours? Just comment your name here once you can. He says the wrong league, which is fine. Just comment what your name is so I make sure I don't skip over it by doing the wrong one. So we'll get you taken care of. But all right. So again, 12-team Superflex, Patrick Mahomes, Drake May, Geno Smith. Obviously, this is going to be a little bit less of a score than we would have given it probably 3 months ago. I still would probably give this
a 7.
7? Yeah, that's where I was going with it. Because you do have a solid QB3 in Geno, who's being really, I mean, from a value standpoint, no, but from a contending standpoint, yeah, I mean, for sure.
I think he'll last longer than people expect to.
I think so.
He's been really good for that team.
He's looked really good. Let's go Saquon, Kyren, and Isaiah Pacheco. I really think on this feature we should have like RB5 should be green in my opinion, but like that's because this is a little bit misleading. This is a pretty good running back room. You have two of the top best running backs in fantasy football with Isaiah Pacheco, Jordan Mason.
Very contending friendly.
You know, it's a contending friendly roster. I think from a value standpoint, having Kyren and Saquon is probably going to be a 7 or an 8 as well.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, so I think we'll go 7 as well. This is trending towards well-rounded, but we're going to see here.
Wide receiver isn't half bad either. London
and Reed. Obviously, London is butting into the star that you wanted him to coming into this year, right? Yep. And so
that's a 6.
I think this is London, Reed, JSN, Kirk, Ridley. Obviously, you don't have a ton of star power outside of Drake London, so it's probably going to be around a 6, but you've gotten some good value increases. This probably would have been a 5 before the season, and London and Reed playing well has done really well for your team.
Yes.
Now, you are lacking in some depth. Tank Dell has lost a lot of dynasty value because of how that offense projects with Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins, but you don't know if Stephon Diggs is going to be there next year. So it's a pretty complex wide receiver room that I think could get as high as an 8 and as low as a 5 at any point in time this year. Yeah. At tight end, and you've got Mark Andrews, and he really is your cornerstone tight end here, and it's kind of just he's lost a ton of value. It's just really how it is right now.
What is it?
And so
2 or 3?
I think with Andrews, you still probably have to give him a 4. Because I don't think he's also got Conklin, Conklin is somebody you can plug in from a contending standpoint. So again, you're splitting hairs. You still want a better tight end than Mark Andrews. Yeah. And then in terms of your picks, it looks like you don't have your 25 picks, but you do have your 26 first still. And so we'll need to mark that down just because, again, we're going to be keeping that into account as we're talking about your future value here. And so you talk about your team and you say, I'm 2-3, but I feel pretty good about contending. And honestly, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I see why you're 2-3. You said last year you traded away the 103 and Stephon Diggs. And you got London and Kyren. So you look like a genius for that right now. You have the late 3rd and the 26th first and 3rd, and then all 27 picks is where he says. So yeah. You know, in terms of the team construction, I honestly think this is a pretty good team. So in terms of some of the moves, you've seen Patrick Mahomes lose a bunch of value, but he's still the quarterback 7. He's still like the 7th or 8th ranked overall player in Dynasty Fantasy Football. And I think my first thing here is I'm going to down tier from Patrick Mahomes while he has first round value.
Agreed.
So I think you down tier from Patrick Mahomes. And yeah, you've got Drake May there. You still are going to need somewhat of an elite quarterback. I mean, are we bold right now for saying down tier to Baker? Is that stupid?
Yeah. I would try and get a guy like Brock Purdy.
Okay, Purdy is good. Yeah. I'm with you there. So I'd down tier to Brock Purdy plus. If you're going to have a pocket passer, just get somebody that produces at the same level and then down tier in value.
That's cheaper. Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. And then my second move that I'm going to give you here, I like your running backs. I think because you're losing Pacheco for the rest of the season, if you really are going to contend, I feel like there are some value adjacent, not only running backs, but wide receivers next to Pacheco where you could still move off Pacheco, not take a huge loss, and it would help you contend this season. And so like, I'm going to go ahead and look at the market right now. Pacheco, here are some guys that he's being valued next to that I think like
Debo.
Debo's a great one.
It's Debo.
There you go. Debo.
I've been seeing that recently, and I'm like, ooh.
So that's a pivot essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just saying production because he's not producing right now. He's hurt.
Facts.
Yeah. I also gave you a depth score of 4 out of 10. You've got some viable options at wide receiver depth wise. Tank Dell actually is a nice guy to have on your team at the moment for depth. I think it's good that you have him as your like 6th option at the moment. So
I think so too.
Okay, another guy that I'm gonna have you move off of because he could. Again, we're assuming he's contending this year. I'm gonna move him. I'm gonna have him favor the contending side for sure. Especially with no pick, you're kind of forced to contend. I'm gonna add that to your suggestions and comments as well at the moment. Actually, keep in mind that you are gonna try and contend as best you can this year without your 25 first. You want to make the playoffs. So don't be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Okay, so our third guy that we're going to have you move. I'll have you move JSN.
Okay. We're going more
Most likely.
contending friendly here.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little more contending friendly. There's some guys in that range that I trust more to be consistent this year. And that man who is priced right in that range at the moment is DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore is a pretty nice target for you because I think his upside, we saw what his upside was in week 5, obviously. And now you're starting to see what the upside of that entire offense is as Caleb Williams continues to improve on a game-to-game basis. I mean, he's getting better every single game.
Yeah.
So Keenan Allen getting 2 touchdowns in a game with Cole Kmet getting 2 touchdowns in a game is just not going to happen every week. And I think DJ Moore is going to continue to be more and more consistent as the year progresses.
So for targets, we should have Debo. We should have DJ Moore. And then I think at running back, you know, I think you need to throw one on here, a contending friendly running back.
Because you had him down tier from Mahomes. So what running back could you get on top?
You can get a James Conner on top, I feel like.
Oh, but you get more than that. If you're down tiering from Mahomes for Purdy plus.
So you want a running back in that deal?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could
we're pivoting from Pacheco to Debo. We're pivoting from JSN to DJ Moore.
Well, then go Henry. Henry's a league winner.
Is there any? Could you get as high as James Cook?
You could put him. Let's put him down.
Let's see if he
has the
James
value
Cook.
to do that. So yeah, and then Debo and then DJ Moore.
Any running back kind of in that range. Don't target ETN, please.
Yeah. My second comment to you here. What was your first comment?
I said you're forced to contend without your 25
that was
first,
my
so
comment,
don't be shy.
Yeah, okay, that's why I'm glad I asked. Okay. So my second comment here is you've got a lot of the wide receivers you have a lot of mid-range wide receivers. Don't be afraid to package some of those guys and try to go get an upside guy, especially, in a 12-team start 9. So you are starting one less player than what we have, in our leagues. We start 120 players total, 12 teams, 10 players. Upside is going to be a little bit more important here. And so I think if you can package some of your depth and go get some more studs, I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also think my other suggestion comment here, I think you are just forced into streaming tight end this year. I wouldn't worry about going and getting an elite tight end. This is not a year where getting an elite tight end on your dynasty team, A, it's probably not going to pan out for you in the future, but B, you're going to be able to win without an elite tight end this year. I think you're going to see a ton of championship teams without elite tight ends, which is different than the last couple of years.
I'll add a caveat here, unless you can get Kittle at a decent price.
Yep, I agree with that. So I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right, Griff, buddy, we've done some blueprints for you now. We love doing them. You're very good dynasty players, so we love seeing your teams, man. But we appreciate you. Like I said, we're getting your blueprint. It's on the press right now, and we'll be sending that over here in the next day or two. So yeah, what's the turnaround that I can tell them for
lives?
Yeah.
As soon as we run a quality check.
Thanks.
I would say within a day.
Cool.
Because of the quality checks.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, cool. And like I said, guys, I'm gonna download this and show you some of the team blueprints here. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna answer some trade questions and then we'll get back to the team reviews here. So, like I said, I'm gonna switch over while I refresh this. But if you guys have questions, you can go through and submit it on the site. I turned them off in the wrong channel.
Oh.
So I switched it now.
Okay.
You guys can submit on the site. I've been posting the link. You can just go to the expert advice section on the site. But a lot of you are submitting trade questions over there, so we're going to take a minute and do some of those trade questions. But like I said, make sure you're checking that out because, again, we are going to turn super chats off from now until forever on this channel because this is, in my opinion, is a better way of doing things. So let's go through and let's look at some of the trade questions that we have, and let's answer some of these before we get to our next team review. But again, we're gonna be here answering questions as long as you guys are here and you want your questions answered. So
yes, sir.
We appreciate you guys. Let's jump back over here, and let's go to the bottom. Let's look for some super. So we got some super chats. We got some trade questions. So let's do these real quick. Super chat from CNitch. Dynasty content. We hold you in our heart, and when we think about you, it makes me want to fart. You just wanted me to read that, didn't you? So this is a good example, guys, of how you use the super chat function as well. You can go in. You don't have to. You don't have to do a team review. You don't have to do a trade question. You don't have to do a start state. You can just type something with fart in it and make me read it on air. So, CNitch, appreciate you, buddy. That was a good one. I'm not going to lie.
Special stuffs.
We do have a trade question from Blue Balls, which really good team name there. Appreciate you, man. And we do appreciate your super chat. Hey, guys, have a lot of interest in Henry from my league mates. What should I be looking for based off of my depth? Magnolia Rappers is the team most interested. Thanks a ton. So this is awesome. This is a perfect example of why this offseason answering your dynasty questions is going to be awesome. Because when you're looking at what we can actually do when we're answering these trade questions on here, He gives us, okay, I can get Henry from my early mid 25 first, which I would assume this is probably going to be mid late if
I
you're
think
really contending.
he's receiving the early mid first.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
This is exactly, number one, let me say, this is exactly what we're looking for when we're trading Henry as a rebuild or a reload. These types of deals.
So what I can do is, since these teams are linked here, and since he gave me the team he's trading with, I can go through and give him multiple options now. This is a trade question. I'm going to give him all 5 options here. We're going to give him multiple combinations. Appreciate your super chat, buddy. So this one, I'm going to put it on here as an option. You win. Congratulations. Let's go another one. Okay, so this one, he doesn't want to give up his first. Because if you can get the first, you take the first no matter what. But in terms of some other guys on here, when you're looking at, let's look at, how do we see... Is this this is the other guy's team, I'm assuming? Yeah, okay. I'm assuming it's already linked to his team. Let's look. Derrick Henry. So you've got a lot of these guys are contending assets.
I mean, if he's looking for Henry and willing to pay that, see if you can't throw on like a Kelsey.
Here, so he'd be getting Kelsey?
Oh, no.
This is what he's sending.
My bad. That's his team. That's his current team. Okay.
Yeah. So, he could be targeting a buy low on Puka in this format.
So buy low on Puka, even if you had to throw another contending piece back. So add Puka here, see if you can't add another guy on his own side.
All right, so let's look.
Because that would be real nice.
That would be great. He's got, you could try JMO.
Yep. I would do JMO.
Let's do that
even
one.
If you had, I'd even throw a second on top of that if you had to.
I bet this is the second. Boom. Okay, so I think I like this as well. Obviously, again, it's going to be this is a 12-team.
You obviously want to start low, so I would try it without the second first. But
in terms of other guys, in other moves here, you could make revolving around Derrick Henry. I'm trying to think if there's any other elite buy lows here because you've got Joe Burrow on this other team. You've got Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
I don't think I want to buy either of those guys really.
No, Tank Dell is a cheap throw-in.
Tank Dell. So what do you think about this trade as it sits? How would you change this?
How would I change that? I would probably want a couple seconds.
Yeah.
Like a 25 and 26 second. What do you think? Would you do that? Yeah, that's a fair deal? Or would you try to get more?
On top of Dell, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. I think...
There is significant risk in Dell. I don't think you'd be able to pull off an early first and Dell.
No, you can't.
But if you did Dell in 2 seconds...
Would you even take Dell in a second? Would you take 1 second? Where did Dell go?
I
don't know why I took away Tank Dell. There we go. We're good.
I see.
Okay, winners there.
Yeah.
Winners there. Winners there. Yeah, and I think this is, this is 4 options here, 1, 2, or 3 options here.
Yeah.
I like all of these. So let's try to do that. And again, what we're doing here, and you can build any trade around this, is going for value insulation on a rebuild, getting a first equivalent of value. Tank Dell in a second is worth a first. Puka Nacua, you're obviously up tiering there, but you're getting Puka Nacua, and then obviously an early. If you can get the first, you just take the first, I think. So
yeah.
All right, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your super chat.
Super chat.
Again, like I said, guys, I just dropped the link to where you could submit your trade questions like that, and we can give you specific trade advice. So we got another one we need to do.
You know what? That's
a start sit. Is that for redraft?
I would assume. You can't tell with start sit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you could probably tell if you did his league ID. So
No, because I can't see it on there.
Okay. All right, but I think that's all the trade questions, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we can jump back up to
CJ Sleeper's 2 teams.
Is that who's next? Yeah, because we did an Invictus super message, and that's done. That was his difference for the live review. Where's Invictus's team? Oh wait, no, sorry, CJ Sleeper's. Well, I have this one.
No, that's
not a live review. Correct. Yes. Okay, CJ Sleeper. All right, buddy.
Trust me.
I know. I believe you. Appreciate you, man. Happy to do some teams for you here. Obviously, talked to you before this. Really excited to look over your team. I'll let you kind of take the lead on this one. I'm going to get the blueprints up for them to see it. So.
Yep. So I'm pulling this up right now. His team name is
it's fun. Joker Boys.
Joker Boys?
Yeah.
Okay. So Joker Boys, we've got
second in the power rankings.
Yeah. Are you sure it's Joker Boys?
That's what it says right here. Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at the sandbox, but that's the league name.
Yeah.
We've been through this.
Yes, we have.
So second in the league rankings, which is good. You've got Purdy, nice. AR, Matthew Stafford, and then Joe Flacco you do have as your backup quarterback, backing up Anthony Richardson. So that actually is not that bad.
Not bad.
With Purdy and AR, with as much value as AR has lost, but with his upside in a 12 team, probably go 6 out of 10. Because, again, his rushing upside alone is going to make him maintain his value for a decent amount of time because the Colts also seem committed to starting him for the foreseeable future, which makes me want to die. But I'll give you a nice 6 out of 10 there at running back. It's even debatable. It could be, you could even do a 7 out of 10. What do you think with Stafford? You do a 6 or 7 out of 10 on this team at QB?
6.
6, okay.
It's got Purdy.
Yeah.
7. Value.
Okay.
Value 7.
All right.
Personal opinion 6.
Yeah, I'm trying to remove myself and not like dig us into a hole where we can't get out of it if he actually ends up playing well. Please. Running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, JT, Saquon Barkley, Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry. All right, your team archetype is going to be running back heavy. Running back heavy. That is ridiculous.
We rarely have this one.
Rarely have this.
Rarely have it.
Wide receivers are Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase and Zay Flowers and Stephon Diggs. Never mind, we might be moving towards elite value. Potentially. Goodness. I mean, that alone with Jay Jeff and Jamar Chase, and you got Flowers and Diggs' depth. You don't have the craziest depth in a 12 team, but it is a 12 team. That's still a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
George Kittle is your tight end. George Kittle's the most productive tight end right now. That's a 7 out of 10.
The blueprint came on huge.
Really?
Yeah, but it's good. I'm not
okay.
just talking about
it. So you've got a 7 at QB, you've got a 7 at tight end, you got a 10 at running back, and you've got a 9 at wide receiver. What are his draft picks? Can you pull it up on my teams?
Yes, my bad.
I need to be able to see it.
Go ahead.
He's got a 25 first, a 25 first, a 25 first, a 25 first, a 20. My man, you are certified elite value here.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is looking good.
Because of your
So what's interesting is he is second in the league from a value standpoint.
4.
So he's got
4 25 firsts, 2 26 firsts.
It's money. Go win. That's going to be the... Okay, so this top team is way above him. He has 1 first, but yeah, obviously the quarterbacks, yes. Yeah, it is very top heavy here.
You're giving this guy a run for his money.
Yeah, I think you are too. I think you move those first
in your picks alone. You can move half of your 25 first and still be fine value wise next year.
Totally
what
agree.
do his seconds look like? How many extra seconds?
So he's got 1, 2, 3 seconds. So 2 extra seconds. No, 1 extra second, 25.
1 extra 25 and 26 second.
And 26 second is not his. So this is pretty good, my man. It's pretty good, CJ.
Wow.
We like this team. You've got so much value to play with here. We're just going to tell you how to use it,
nice,
and you're going to go win your
95 grade at the draft capital grade.
Yeah.
Your contention status, again, what's his record? 5 and freaking 0, dude.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? At this point, the only thing keeping you from winning your league in this league, even with the guy you're competing with, is if you have like a super duper crazy fluky off week in the playoffs, which can happen to anyone. But even then, you're so.
I mean, pretty glaring need for this team is obviously a wide receiver 3.
I mean, he has Diggs.
I know,
and Flowers.
I know, but I'm saying from a value standpoint, you can probably get a wide receiver in the 12 to 18 range.
Yeah.
So,
what's his depth look like here? He's got Flacco, Stafford as his backup QBs. He's got Kareem. He's got Derrick Henry in his depth. What in the world? Oh my gosh, dude! Because his running backs are so loaded, he can't even flex all of his running backs right now.
So CJ said in the chat, you guys told me to trade ETN for Saquon in the offseason. Best deal I've ever made. Yeah, we told a lot of people to sell some players for Saquon, baby. It paid off pretty well.
Okay, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I put my reputation on the line with Saquon during the offseason. He was by far and away the most consistent player that I had on people's targets.
Absolutely.
We are not right all the time.
Oh, no.
I'm not trying to like victory lap.
We also told people to sell
holy
JMO,
crap,
so.
am I proud about that or proud of that. It's looking really good right now.
So he also said it's also he only has 3 firsts, not however many it says.
Okay.
So only 3.
Only 3.
Only 3.
Man, dude, that degraded you from elite value to elite value.
Dude, okay, this is hilarious. Eric is here, and Eric says, I'm the #1 team in the league and can say he ain't winning shit. That's what he says. That is so funny. We've got league mates trash talking. Eric,
trashing each other.
We called Eric's team.
We need a response here.
Yeah.
We need a response.
No, we do. And Eric, again, looking at your team, this is a good team, man. The dual elite quarterback. However, you're missing Christian McCaffrey right now. You've got Kamara, which is nice. You're missing Pacheco though. You're also got Tyreek with no Tua.
Don't give him any feedback.
I know. I'm just saying. I think he's going to catch you.
Watch him sign up for a blueprint. Then we're going to have to give him feedback on this one too.
That would be hilarious. I'm just saying. I think CJ
both.
might catch you. So.
Yeah. It's looking pretty good. Okay, so our guys that we're going to look to trade. I think your depth overall. You don't have like super rich depth, but some of the guys that you have here are ridiculous. Still, I'm still going to give you a 4 because you've got Derrick Henry and Stephon Diggs alone is a 4 out of 10. Right now, elite value, contend, reload. Or are we going to contend with the picks? Is this a special?
Yeah, no, I think this is probably contend.
We're going with a special.
You're not reloading with this. You're winning these. You're trying to win this league the next 3 years with this value. So,
yeah. Yep. Okay. Move numero uno. You are so loaded at running back, and I love how you have targeted the veteran values, and this is going to continue to be popular, I think, for us because it's worked so well. For the last 3 years. I am going to have you move Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs has a cap ceiling, dude. If y'all didn't know before, you know now. Jahmyr Gibbs has a cap ceiling. Jahmyr Gibbs also carries a lot of value, understandably, because he is very safe and he does have such a high floor.
Yeah.
But, dude, you cannot start Jahmyr Gibbs right now. Joe Mixon, Saquon, JT, and Derrick Henry are all outproducing him. Obviously, some of them have been injured, so you are still plugging in Jahmyr Gibbs every single week. But you can move off of Gibbs and even down tier, and be fine. Seriously.
Correct.
So let's do that. Let's down tier from Jahmyr Gibbs, and let's get Kyron Williams plus a receiver that you can flip and then raise your upside at wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's what I would recommend there.
Yeah, I agree.
Kyron. Wow. Stutter.
Hello.
What move would you recommend?
He also asked, would you do Gibbs for Garrett Wilson? This is wide receiver 3. Honestly, with Mixon, Barkley, and JT and Henry, I would do that. Well, from a value standpoint, like when I'm on the market, what's that looking like right now, though? I don't know about that.
Can you try Nico?
Dang, Gibbs is way valued. Okay, so from a market value standpoint, you'd actually be losing by doing that straight up.
I know. Can we try Nico?
Let's try. Try Nico Collins first. So let's go ahead and put that down.
Since you're thinking about Garrett Wilson and we're saying, yes, that's a viable option, try to get a little more on top. I'm going to add Nico as another
either try to get
potential
Nico
target for
or
you.
get like another piece on top to even that out.
Yeah.
And again, that piece is probably going to be like a 9th round.
I mean, I think at this point, he's got George Kittle. We're not having him target any tight ends. And he's got Q. Actually, you know what? I'll add that in the suggestions and comments. If you can get Hawk at a last second discount before he comes back, do it.
Yep, agree.
Okay, so Kyron and Nico so far are some targets that we've got for you. All right, another guy to move.
So who are the guys we already have to move? Because I have the targets, but sorry. Village.
Do we want to down tier from Chase to AJ Brown?
Chase has been so good this year. I feel like you're finally getting the contending payoff from Chase, so I'm hesitant to move him.
I know it's nice to have such a luxury to have both of those guys too.
Do you move off of AR?
Well, we talked about it in a video last week. We're like, you kind of got to hold him. Because
But he's held more value. I don't know. He is losing a lot of value right now just because he hasn't been started.
He's lost so much value.
Yeah, you're right.
My thing is
you're right.
once AR comes back and drops a 30 bomb, you'll be able to sell him for more. So ignore these two.
Okay. I like your quarterbacks. I like your tight ends. You've got Kittle there.
Yeah. You want to move Flowers for a higher ceiling guy?
Yeah, I think Flowers has been
Flowers is the screaming guy.
So let's look at Flowers' value right now, though.
It's going to be going up.
He's still only the wide receiver 24 in keep trade cut.
Okay, but
that's really reasonable.
Remember, 24 is, don't look at the wide receiver, look at his ADP. Because wide receivers in totality are jumping up so far.
Okay, well, hold on, let me pull that up. So positional, no. Overall, He hasn't really moved. I feel like that's kind of surprising, don't you?
Yeah. Who's he priced by?
Value adjacent overall players to Zay Flowers include T. Higgins, Dalton Kincaid, JSN, Jalen Waddle, Jared Goff. I mean, that's not like screaming to me.
Yeah, I know.
So, the thing is, I think you do need. Can we put the look to trade? Can we put the picks on there?
Yeah, we can.
Let's do that, and let's just give him some players to target with his picks.
25 first.
So again, I think outside of the top 4 wide receivers, you're going to need another receiver there. So do we have him go get a Debo, or do we have him aim higher since he's got so much value?
Good question. I think you could do a mix of them because.
Okay, well then let's just give him a couple. Because I do think you need. I think
Debo is a perfect target for everyone, so I am just going to drop him on there. I think Diggs is really good for you right now. Let's give him another running back.
Dude, Tyreek Hill's the wide receiver 21 on Keep Trade Cut.
Actually, just give him another wide receiver.
Look at this. Have you noticed this?
Oh, go buy Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I was going to say, what in the world? Just go win a championship with him this year.
Yeah, go get
He's going to be there for like 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah, I totally.
He's a crazy buy right now.
Yeah.
I didn't even space it. I didn't realize this happened. That's nuts.
Yeah.
He's like only 3 spots ahead of Zay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ayuk or Tyreek Hill? What are we even talking about? Ayuk has been
okay,
worse than Tyreek Hill.
Move Zay Flowers for Tyreek Hill.
Okay, yeah. If you can do that, holy smokes.
Pivot. I think there'd be some people that would consider that.
That's crazy to me.
All right.
Okay, so he also said
and comments?
Cooper Kupp owner said he'd do a 26 first for Cooper Kupp. I'm not doing that deal. I would just hold there. I think you're giving up a lot of stuff.
Not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, Eric has Tyreek, so Eric says Tyreek isn't leaving my team, so you might as well take him off there. That's right. It's Hookah Hill right here. So and look, he's got the police car emoji next to Tyreek. Okay,
that's pretty hilarious.
Okay, yeah, thanks, Eric. That's helpful. Also, CJ said for the other team review, can you just review Eric's team instead of mine? Which we could do that. We will. That's fine. So he says Kyron is a true. Oh wait, that was somebody else. That was Savvy. Appreciate you.
Okay, so anyone in that same range then? Because again, you're looking at Flowers price. What in the world? What? Excuse me. Oh, that's
so CJ, don't take the Cooper Kupp deal. I would just hold there. But
okay, so Zay, where are you at, Zay?
Zay, where you at?
Where's Reek at?
Next page.
He's behind Ayuk.
He's the next page. It's crazy.
Higgins, Ayuk. Pretty much Higgins or Ayuk. Who else would you target in that range?
I wouldn't go. I would probably go Higgins overall. I mean, Higgins is my first choice there
Higgins has been doing really well.
Yeah. If you want Chris Godwin, that's a really good option for the next 2 years with Baker.
That's a down tier. But
I just mean as a general target.
I think Godwin's a good target.
Yeah.
That's cool with me. We love us some Godwin.
We do, man.
Christopher.
It always pays off, dude. If you held him, think about it. If you held him the last 3 years, it always pays off.
Yes. All right. Suggestions and comments for the guy.
All right, man. Again, CJ, it's a pretty good team, man. And I think you're going to beat Eric. And we're going to do Eric's teams next. And we're going to talk about, we'll roast Eric's team for you.
Wait, so are we actually doing Eric's team?
He said to do Eric's team.
Are you sure? Okay, we just want to confirm that.
Yeah, he said it again. 1 Joker Boy, 2 Eric. So we'll do Eric's, which is easy. We can just pop right up here and do it.
Okay.
We got you guys. Why target Higgins on a team with Chase is a good question, actually. Both of these guys, I mean, I was playing against Chase last week when Higgins had 30 and Chase had 40. Like,
I think you also saw when one's on the field and the other is not, it actually hurts both of their production. So
this is one of the rare cases where
very complimentary.
But also, the reason you do this is from value standpoint. T. Higgins is going to see a pretty good value increase, I think, because he's out targeting Chase right now.
And BT Dubs, they're not going to be able to pay him, so he's going to be on a different team next year.
Yes, and so this is a value play more than anything. But great question. That's absolutely.
T. Higgins is one of the safest investments for contenders and reloads alike because he is almost guaranteed to maintain his value next year, if not increase because of the contract.
I totally agree. All right. Don't get in an arms race with Eric. That's my suggestion for him. You don't need to. Here's the thing. You're talking about diminishing returns here.
How do you spell Eric?
ERIC.
Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't a K. I felt like I saw a K somewhere.
No.
Okay.
Don't get in an arms race because you have a good enough team already to beat him in the playoffs. It's all going to come down. Hey, look, if you guys play each other, you're going to end up on opposite sides of the bracket. It's going to be all
about your own team.
It's going to be all based on luck at that point and who has a lucky week. That's essentially what it is. There's no other way to put it. And so don't get in an arms race. CJ said I like Zay over Higgins. Higgins owner's a huge Ravens fan, so I could easily do that. I would do it. And so then if you're again, that's where you're operating from a leverage standpoint. At that point, I would approach the Zay owner and I would try to get more on top with Higgins because then you can get a huge value win there or even a small value win. Coop says he's worried about where T is going to go next year. So here's the thing. A lot of people are worried about that landing spots with free agents, wide receivers like this, especially in Dynasty. But usually what we see is no matter where they go, when they go somewhere different, they get a value increase. So it doesn't really matter, if they go to a team, it's usually just the fact that they get a new contract and they're on a different team.
Right.
People will hype up any situation.
We can reevaluate the situation once we actually get there, and if we do or don't like the situation, maybe
because here's the thing about T. If he goes somewhere where people don't like the situation, you just end up holding him.
Like Carolina.
Yeah, correct. I don't think he goes.
Which
there.
that was the biggest name this past offseason.
I hope not.
Imagine if that had happened.
No.
Actually, Deontay's been fine. Deontay's been really, really good, actually. So,
did you fill out the rest of them?
Yeah, I said feel free to move some. Feel free to move some, but not all your future first for productive studs. So,
yeah. Okay.
Not all.
CJ, appreciate you, man. I do want to go ahead and put up a team blueprint here. Let's see if it actually works. Boom! There's a team blueprint. It's a little washed out right now, but you get the idea. This is what the team blueprint looks like. It looks a little bit less washed out than this, but this is what we're doing. And so when we're reviewing these teams,
get your free wins here.
You get your free wins here. I like it. Nice, Becca. Good touch.
I know.
We do these in addition to the live review, right? So we're going to be sending Eric one of these. We're going to be sending CJ one of these. And so this is what you get when you get our team reviews. It's a tangible, actual document that we put all this information on so you can follow your plan. It gives you the 3-year out. It gives you everything we're talking about here. So that's what a blueprint looks like. And like I said, if you do want to get a blueprint, we can do some of these live tonight where we have limited spots because we're going to be done before the game. But you can go to the Flock site, which again, I'll post the link down here. And you can select the team blueprint option when you select domain, obviously. And once you link your team, once you submit and select the live team blueprint, we'll do it on the stream and we can send one of these over to you when we're done with the stream. So that's what we do. That's what the blueprints look like in case you're not familiar. But let's go to Eric's team now. So same league ID. You should be able to just
it's the same everything.
Switch it over.
I just had to wait for this to download, and then I'm gonna rename it, and then we're good.
So Eric, we already kind of touched on your team a little bit, but let's go ahead and break this down. 2 guys. Oh, so CJ also said I offered Adonai and a second for Deontay owner who's 0-6. What would you pay for Deontay Johnson? Adonai in a second, I'm honestly okay with that.
I'd totally do that.
I would definitely do that. Yeah. So I think that's equivalent to to a late second in a second or like an early third in a second, and I'm definitely doing
That'll get you through some bye weeks for potential injuries. If Nico comes back and Stephon Diggs isn't as productive, you can just plug in Deontay instead of Diggs. I think that's a fine deal.
Happens has started asking in the comments. You're good, man. I actually bought a $50 team review meant to buy the live one. Can I submit a $10 question with nothing in it to make it live? Yes, we actually already did that for somebody. So you can just do the super chat. You can just say upgrading or whatever, and we'll cover it for you. So appreciate it, man. And let me know your team name. But the other one is who was the other one? It was Dalton. Dalton, let me know what your team name is on here so we do the right team for you.
We've got some trades as well. Do you want to do a couple trades? So let's do Eric's team first.
Let's do Eric's team, and then we'll jump in when we will go in and get all your trade questions that you guys submitted as well right after this team review. So in a couple minutes here. So Eric, my man. Again, good team here. I think you guys are going to be really close this year. Obviously, he has some more value insulation in terms of he's got a lot more picks than you. However, you have a better quarterback room than him. Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, and Sam Darnold and Geno Smith.
Did you complete his first one?
No, because I'm using the same
league ID.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think in a Superflex league, I think this is probably a 9, if not a 10. This is a dual EQB build so far.
Yeah, this is 9.
Yeah. Let me know, CJ. Let me know Eric's picks in the. Let me know Eric's picks in the comments of the YouTube, and we can see what they are, and we'll do the draft. He has no first and seconds in 25 and 26. So he has no picks in 25, 26, essentially. So he has a lot less. Eric.
Hook a Hill?
Yes.
Even though it says picks?
Yes. He says they're wrong. So, because remember, he didn't submit this, so he couldn't confirm his picks.
Gotcha.
So that makes sense.
Okay, so no 25 or 26 picks.
Yep. All right.
Oof.
Yeah, so again, this is it's contender bust for you, Eric. You've got to win this year. And so I think for you, Eric, and it sucks. CJ, I know. He has 26 is what he said. So 226 seconds are his best picks. Okay, he has 226 seconds and that's it. So it doesn't change much. Eric, you've got to win this year. And so what I think you need to do, because you're competing here against CJ.
Okay.
The first thing I think you're going to recommend, like we did on some of the other ones on this stream, is you're going to be down tiering from Patrick Mahomes here.
Yeah. Let's finish the grades first. I will add that, but keep going on the grades.
Running back, Breece Hall, Christian McCaffrey, Isaiah Pacheco, Alvin Kamara. This is pretty good.
Sucks at CMC.
It's probably is it an 8 or a 7?
8.
8. Okay. CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, DK, Xavier Worthy, Mike Evans. That's a 7 or an 8 too.
Yep. That's a 7. It's
okay.
a 7.
And then Laporta and Kelsey is a 10, right?
I'll give it a 9. Laporta's not producing.
It isn't. It is a non-time premium. So I got 2 moves right off the bat. Let's do a down tier from Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
And then let's do a down tier.
Down tier from Breeze.
A down tier from Breece, and then let's do a down tier from Laporta.
Yep.
So I think you're a little bit top heavy here. We mentioned this earlier when we were looking at your team. So I think you get off the top heaviness, and I think you start doing some down tiers. Not necessarily down tiers to get more depth, because depth's not going to win. What is not going to be what wins you this league. But I think we're going to be able to down tier to some guys who are producing at the same level, and you're also going to get some more value on top, which you do need some value insulation given the fact that you are missing some of your picks. So some down tier targets. I'm going to go down tier. I think I would want to go. Yeah, literally
his contention status, he is all the way over because he definitely got to win.
Oh yeah, you got to win this year. So are we going to go Purdy again for the Mahomes down tier? Do we want to go Jordan Love? Maybe not down tier as much since we're doing a lot of down tiers. Maybe we go somebody who's a little bit.
Yeah, I think Love's a good one.
Love is a good one, I think, for this team.
Breece Hall, one of my favorite down tiers from Breece Hall at the moment would be the JT.
Yeah.
Because honestly, long term, Breece Hall is just as in limbo as JT is. Like, oh my gosh, the Jets. Only the Jets. Jonathan Taylor plus, baby. All right, so we're moving off Sam Laporta down tiering to TJ Hawkinson. So you're down tiering from Mahomes, down tiering from Breece Hall, down tiering from Laporta. You're getting all guys that from a value perspective are less valuable. So your final guy that's probably going to be a dominant wide receiver that you want to target. What dominant wide receiver do you want to target? I know.
Having these guys in the chat is hilarious. He traded Jordan Love for Tyreek Hill and Downs. Oh man!
Try and get him back.
Yeah,
try and get him back.
But if not our next target for you would probably be Brock Purdy at quarterback. I think. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I can.
Let's just switch them.
But then they're going to be competing with each other. They're going to be in an arms race.
And then
for Brock
he
Purdy.
traded Higgins, an 8 and a 26 first for Christian McCaffrey.
Or Burrow. You could go Burrow as well.
Smokes! Did you hear that?
No.
He traded Higgins, 8 and a 26 first for Christian McCaffrey.
Man, kudos
Eric,
to you.
You got some stones to that. He says, "Chill." CJ is exposing him right now for his dynasty trades. All right.
Hey, you want to see? Yeah, you want to hear my worst trade that I've ever done in my entire life? Isaiah Hodgins and a third for Nico Collins.
You traded away Nico.
I traded away Nico for Isaiah Hodgins and a third.
Huge rip.
Biggest rip of my life, actually.
And it was before Nico went off.
It actually was one of the reasons I spiraled into a hard rebuild in that league.
Yes.
So I am in a hard rebuild in that league.
All right. So, so we got some down tiers here. And again, basically, Jinja, appreciate you, man. The link right here, this is how you get a live team review. Follow that link. You can get one. Make sure you select the live option. We can do it live on the stream. I think we're going to have room for a couple more tonight, honestly. But that's how you do it. Appreciate your question. And then,
oh my gosh,
what we're doing here, Eric, is we're basically getting some of that value back because you did, kind of up tier and give up some value for some contending pieces now. And
still has really good depth.
I know.
I mean, his depth is... Braylon, he hit on. Tank Bigsby, he hit on. Charbonnet, he hit. Bucky Irving, he hit. Pacheco injured sitting on his bench. He's got Kelsey on his bench right now. Tucker Kraft as a backup tight end. Even Sinnott on the rise. Michael Wilson, Xavier Worthy on his bench. I mean, that is phenomenal depth.
Which Tucker Kraft's ranking is updated on our rankings, but I'm just because I think these two guys are going to dominate this league.
Yep.
I'm looking at the third ranked team in the power rankings here. This is clearly a wide receiver factory: Neighbors, Harrison, Puka.
Yep.
But then kind of a fall off after that. No running backs, only one elite quarterback, and then Brock Bowers. So honestly, I think you guys are running this league. I think you're running this league. In terms of
package your depth and raise your starting upside dominance.
yeah. So again, that's what I would do.
Suggestion.
So it's a combination of packaging depth and up tiering, and then down tiering from some of the elite guys you have. You're gonna find a middle of the road solution there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got your targets at the end of the day ended up being Jordan Love, JT, AJ Brown. You can totally get AJ Brown, and then TJ Hawkinson as well. So and that running back, man, you get whatever running back you want. You can get Kyron, you can get Kamara. You have Kamara though, so Derrick Henry. Except, does CJ have Derrick Henry? I forget. All right, last two suggestions and comments here for this guy's team. What do we establish his build to be? Dual elite QB.
Yeah, I think it's a dual elite QB team. It's almost elite value.
It is almost elite value even without the picks.
But you have to do
you do have a lot more veterans than
Yes.
Than your guy CJ does.
Yes.
So a little more risk there, but we'll still give you dual elite QB contend reload. All right, last couple suggestions here.
Find a middle of the road between having elite contending assets and a bunch of young depth pieces. There's a middle ground here that I think you're going to have to establish. So Jinja, if you're not getting a verification code to your email, check your spam first. Second, if you still can't get it, go into the site issues tab on the Flock Discord, and if you drop it in there, they should be able to just bypass it for you.
Yep.
So you can join the Discord from the site as well. We'll take care of you, man.
Don't trade any more rookie picks. You don't need to.
No, I don't think you do either. Hold your rookie picks. I think if you haven't said this, you got to win at all costs this year because you don't have your picks.
Yep.
So. All right, that's a review for Eric and a review for CJ. Two of the top teams in their league, both getting blueprints sent to them, and as you can see, they both have pretty freaking good teams. So, what's up, Chef? Good to see you, my friend. All right, appreciate you both. I'll go ahead and mark both of these done, and then we'll get some trade questions knocked out here. So if you submitted a trade question on the site, we'll go ahead and get to those now. Like I said, if you guys want to be able to get your questions answered, you can follow any of the links. You can just click the orange button on the Flock site, the expert advice questions. It all comes in here. It all comes to our screen that you're seeing right here on your screen, and we are able to answer those. So I'm just going to go ahead and refresh this, and then we're going to answer some of these trade questions. Like I said, this is going to be a way better way to answer these questions as we get into this year. So, all right. Cool. Let's go through now and answer some of these questions. So we have I think we just have one trade question, right? Is that all you saw? From Laudanja. Appreciate you. Okay, Laudanja, you've got a 25 early mid-second here and Rashad White for Lad McConkey. I mean, I'm taking Lad here. And I honestly, I don't even feel like we need to give you more. So CJ, we'll send you your blueprint on the My Reviews page of the site. We'll send you the link to download your blueprint there. So just be looking for that, like I said, on the site on the My Reviews page. Both of you guys, we'll send both of them there. So I'll send Eric's to you as well, or Nathan will. Yeah. I'm not Laudanja. I'm not even going to give you another one here. I'm just going to say if you have this offer, you're going to be accepting it. Mm-hmm. I don't see a message with this one. This one's really straightforward, in my opinion. You're getting Lad McConkey. Rashad White has lost a ton of value. He's probably worth a second. This is essentially 2 seconds for Lad McConkey. And Rashad White, honestly, like if I had to guess when I look at his value right now, he's probably worth a late second. Rashad White is value equivalent to Jalen Wright, Najee Harris, Adonai Mitchell. So that's going to be a late second, mid-second, late second. Yep. Okay. So this is like a late second and mid-second for Lad McConkey, which I think is a really good deal. You're getting value installation. You get a wide receiver 1. You get a young first-round draft capital wide receiver playing with one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Yeah, you take Lad McConkey here.
Let's answer Dane 12's questions as well. He's definitely on because he's asking Dynasty trade questions, and he's got a start sit here as well. So let's just do those, and then we've got more trades. From
interesting enough, I'm not seeing them here.
Can you refresh?
I just did, but yes, I will do that. Okay. All right, Laudanja, appreciate you, man. All right.
Try to filter off teams, mess with the tabs.
Okay, yeah.
So click off team, and then click back on if it doesn't show up.
Stream mode. There's one of them. It only loads 25 at a time, so this is an issue for us. And they basically told you no to your question, by the way. So,
No,
Dang 12.
No to what question?
What you asked the devs. Is starting Monty and Gibbs together every week a crazy dynasty strategy? Have Montgomery, Pacheco, Hunt, and Kenneth Walker. So, all right. This is a trade question. So, like, is it gonna? It's not gonna let us view anything until we do these team reviews. Monty and Gibbs together isn't crazy. Obviously, these guys have both proven that they're going to produce, right? And they're both going to produce when they're on the field. They're in one of the best offenses in the league. And let's look at the game logs for each of these guys. Obviously, just last week you had 21 points from Montgomery and you had 12 points from Jahmyr Gibbs. In terms of 12, 19, 16, 17, and 17, Jahmyr Gibbs is a running back 1, and he's the running back 12 in the year. And then Montgomery's the running back 9. You're starting 2 running back 1s. There's nothing crazy about that. And then this trade, you are going to get, and this is a redraft. This is a redraft question. I know he's on here, though, so I'm assuming you don't care if we answer this one. No, it says Dynasty. So your team must just not be linked here. You're getting a first in Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay, I see why you're asking this. First, oh my gosh. What? Is this a trade? Tell me in the YouTube comments. I know you're here. Is this a trade that you... is this a trade that you have? Do you have this trade in your inbox? Because look at this trade. This is a dynasty trade.
Oh my gosh.
Like
the heck?
That's absurd.
That's insane.
Yeah, you are absolutely
even in a 1 QB.
Like, take that trade and absolutely just run with it. That's what I'm going to say about that. And then let's go to your start sit question here. Considering benching Monty or Hunt and starting Addison versus a Detroit secondary. So I'm doing Monty for your first running back. I'm going Kenneth Walker. Those are auto starts for me right now, both running back 1s. Wide receiver, it's London and Godwin, right? And then at your flex, this is going to leave Addison, Hunt, or Shakir. Honestly, between Addison and Hunt, wouldn't you start Addison?
Yeah.
So I think you go Addison there, like you said.
Yeah. When you're done, can you filter off, take a screenshot of the error?
Yes.
And upload it?
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, man, this is what I think I would do. I think these guys are auto starts, Montgomery and Walker. And then you have Addison in your flex here. I think you don't start Shakir Hunt. I'm not super worried about it, so. All right, cool. Yeah, appreciate you, Dang. All right, now I should be able to refresh and we should be able to get his last comment in here. So, all right, yeah, we definitely will have some feedback for them. But like I said, guys, you can follow the links to submit your questions, your Dynasty questions, and also get a live blueprint if you'd like to. But yeah.
Okay, click off.
I can't. I'll do it on my computer once you're doing this. Can you answer? Let's do trade. Let's do his last trade question, and we'll do Happens question as well.
So Dang12 says he's giving away Chris Godwin, or he says trade options. / Max, would you trade for Neighbors? Trying to sell high on Godwin. Happy with my other receivers. You'd be moving Godwin, Pierce, a third, and McMillan for Malik Neighbors. Right now, if you were able to pull that off, that's a smash. That's a steal. I'm getting. Let's see if you can get more. Or not. Sorry. Let's see if you can. I'd like to know, Dang 12, if this is all you're giving up, or are you saying what's the max would you give up? So we're gonna add an option here. I would definitely give up more to get Malik Neighbors.
Like not even. I would give up significantly more.
McMillan the third and Pierce are throw-ins. So on top of Godwin, what would I pay? So is
Pierce. Like all of these guys are throw-ins compared to Neighbors. Like
right.
Who's somebody you actually have in here? I mean
Addison, Walker.
Like just throw in Walker. Like who cares?
Do it. Do that.
And just, take out McMillan. You don't need him. Just throw him a better piece and do Godwin and Walker. Like, if you can even get close to pulling this off, I don't even care.
Yep.
So, then we got a super chat from Happen. Oh, yeah, he upgraded to the live team review, and we should be good there as well. So, we got you, Happen.
Awesome sauce.
So, Happen's team review's right here, and let's make sure we remember that one is alive.
Yep.
All right, let's go back up here to who's next. It might be Scissors. Scissors, I think it was a live team blueprint. I'll double check that real quick. Skizzers. Yes, this is a live team blueprint. So
yep, he's live. We've got currently 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so Scissor says, starting 1 and 5 after some bad beats. Assuming I should play for next year at this point, my league mates don't value quarterbacks as high as the rest of the Dynasty Superflex community. That's a common trend right now, by the way. I want to trade away Pollard, but haven't been able to get any deals done. Perfect. All right, so your team is going to be Rome wasn't built in Odunze. You are actually second in the power rankings here. You're 1 and 4, but let's go ahead and look at your team. And I'm assuming you're going to get this pulled up real quick. And I'll
I'm trying to clear out room for you.
Yeah. Hurts and May and Penix at quarterback position. So this is a 12-team Superflex Dynasty Start 9 PPR, no tight end premium. Hurts, May, and Penix. Honestly, this is probably a 7 at quarterback. If you had a better QB2, I'd probably give it an 8 pretty easily because you've got Hurts there, but I'd give it a 7 in this format. Gibbs, Pollard. Yeah, you're trying to move Pollard. You know, I'm looking across the board here. London, Thomas. You definitely could just go ahead and do a reload. And you've got, it looks like 325 firsts. So that's definitely working in your favor as well. The Roman wasn't built in Odunze, it says. Which is a pretty good name, actually. That's one of the better names I've seen.
Man, that tickled me, man.
I do think we're probably going to give this one, 1 year reload, probably. I'll let you look at the roster and give your analysis, and then you can grade his position groups out.
Okay. Hurts May, you said a 7 on that,
yeah.
right? Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. His team name Rome Odunze wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day. There
you go. Yeah. Rome Odunze wasn't built in a day.
He wasn't.
He was not. Took about, never mind. Whew. 7. Gibbs, Pollard, Marshawn Lloyd, Antonio Gibson, Khalil Herbert. You really only have Pollard and Gibbs there. That's probably going to be, yikes, 4 out of 4 or 5. And a 12 team, probably, what would you, a 4?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Wide receivers are London, Odunze, BTJ, JSN, Amari Cooper, Downs. You got some really good depth there, actually. Some cap ceiling for sure because you've got a couple rookies there. You've got JSN, who's competing with DK and Lockett, going to be more inconsistent. Overall, I would give that a nice solid 7. And then your tight ends. Nothing to write home about, but Tucker Kraft is on the rise. Pat Fryman is doing well. Honestly, with the trade value that Tucker Kraft is getting, I'm going to give you a nice 5 out of 10 there. And this is it's going to make you probably a well-rounded team. What are his rookie picks again? He's got 225 first. He's got an extra 25 first. Yeah, you got an extra 25 first. Solid. So that's going to give you a little boost in the draft capital grade. I'll probably give you a 75 right there. And then your contend outlook, you are 1 and 4, so you do have some really, really young players here. This is kind of the downside of having a lot of young guys, right? Michael Penix, Drake May, JSN a little more inconsistent, Brian Thomas a little more inconsistent, Rome Odunze, Jahmyr Gibbs not the floor that you were really expecting, and I think honestly, let me grade your depth first before I make a decision here. Did he have any comments with this when he uploaded it?
He said, yeah, he did. 1 and 5. He's assuming he's playing for next year. League mates don't value quarterbacks, and he wants to trade away Pollard, but he can't.
Okay. League mates don't value quarterbacks. That's good to know. Andy Dalton, Michael Penix, Matt Stafford, Jameis Winston, Gibson, Herbert, Lloyd, Sanders, blah blah blah. Amari Cooper, Downs. That's a 2 out of 10. Yeah, 2 or 3 out of 10. I'll give it a 3. You got some nice cornerstone assets here, very young. I'm going to give this a future value team because you've got so many young guys that are on the up. And don't be surprised when I add this in the comments. I would say expect to finish middle of the pack at worst, right? Or at best, sorry. And then you're definitely going to be playing for 2025.
Yeah.
May finish middle of the pack, and that's okay. Build for 2025. Okay, so some guys that I would have you move off of. Jahmyr Gibbs. As a future value, I'm not super comfortable having Jahmyr Gibbs on my team. Nothing against him and nothing against his future outlook or anything like that. I just want to get better at other positions first. If your league, you need to leverage you need to take advantage of the value of QBs in this league.
Yeah.
This needs to be a dual elite QB team. So some guys who's a QB that I would love to target on this team if he's under it, Kyler Murray right now. Generally, I would tell you to down tier from Jalen Hurts, but again, if the valuation of quarterbacks is not there, then it's probably not going to be realistic. So I will have you move off a couple other guys here. I like Tucker Kraft. I like TJ Hawkinson more. I'm going to have you package Pat Freiermuth and Tucker Kraft in up tier. I personally would recommend TJ Hawkinson. If you can get anything higher than that, go for it. Kraft looks good. I just like Hawkinson and what his outlook is going to be in the Vikings offense for the foreseeable future. And then you do have a lot of young guys here. I want to try and move off some rookies and go get a little bit more insulation and potential upside. Rome Odunze is a guy that I think is worth moving because a lot of people will be interested in him. He will likely maintain his value, but he's probably not going to increase in value because of DJ Moore's production, Keenan Allen being there, DeAndre Swift producing and whatnot. It's probably going to take a little bit for Odunze to produce. I would go move off Odunze and just get a proven veteran in that area who's still young.
Yeah. He's maintained his value fairly well, even given the fact that
honestly, I'm just straight up targeting a cornerstone wide receiver when I'm moving off of Gibbs.
Yeah.
What cornerstone receiver would you target if you were moving off Gibbs? Let's get Puka right now. Puka's perfect for you.
Puka's a great one for this type
so
of
we
team.
got Kyler, Puka, and then I'm going to have you target another receiver with Rome Odunze in the same price range. I still am an Ayuk guy long-term, especially with Deebo Samuel's contract outlook for San Fran long-term. I don't think they're going to be able to re-sign him with the Purdy contract looming. So, and Ayuk is I think he's a good buy low at the moment. So your rebuild contend scale, you are going to be on the left. You're definitely rebuilding this year. Looking to 2025, you are not that far off from contending, though. You're building this team well, very, very well. You're building it around wide receivers primarily, and you've got some nice quarterback value and outlook as well. So I'm definitely comfortable with that. If you can move Hurts, Pollard, or Cooper at any time when they're producing, capitalize.
Yep, totally agree. All right.
Try to get rookie picks.
Appreciate you, Scissors. Thank you so much. That's it, right? I think we got a complete blueprint right there. So I saw CJ ask about the blueprint graphics. What's the timeline on sending those over to them?
I said a full day because we got to run a quality check. So that
that's right. Yeah, normally we have somebody check over those so we make sure that we're not making mistakes on those. So before the end of the day tomorrow, we should have it to you. So appreciate you, and yeah, we'll shoot both of them over to you as soon as possible. So okay, let's see if it does it. I actually tried this on my computer and it worked. So we'll go ahead and mark that one.
Did you show them the error?
I didn't do it on my computer. So
okay.
Of course it's doing it on here. They can't screenshot it from this computer. So, all right, let's see. Because I saw Aiden has a question in here. Let's go ahead and look for his. Chef Kennedy, trade question. There we go. I also saw a super message up here that we mixed from Kyle. Sorry, Kyle. I don't know how we missed this, but appreciate you. Number one, wide receiver room CD, Nico London down. Should I drop Polk or Leggett for Pop Douglas on waivers? I think it's Polk. Same offense, and Pop is the. I think Pop is the guy there. So. Can you reply to these in the actual, in case he's not watching? Actually, I guess it will send him a link to the stream. So that's what stream mode is for. So for sure, I would honestly drop Polk for Pop Douglas. Pop Douglas seems like he's the wide receiver one there. So yeah, good question. Appreciate you, man. Let's go to Chef Kennedy's question. Rashad Bateman, and this is just an idea, but please look at my depth. I'm on my way to 2-4. I feel like I'm one move away from wins. Yeah, good question. So this says it's a redraft team, but it's not. It's a dynasty team. You've got a pick in here. Rashad Bateman, Travis Etienne, and a third for Brian Thomas. I guess this does give you a little bit of an advantage from a contending move. Let's go ahead and look at some of the options you could have here. Honestly, DJ Moore is a pretty good one here as well. Would you, for contending purposes, would you want to just move maybe to DJ Moore instead of Brian Thomas? Like, I mean, obviously Brian Thomas is more valuable. I mean, they're not technically because of the rankings are outdated, but like,
I love that deal.
Well, I mean,
we're building it right
now. It's unfair,
now,
right? Yeah.
I just like the idea.
So is there somebody else?
I like any
could
deal
try to
involving
get
DJ Moore right now.
Honestly, I think you just take Brian Thomas out of this, go for DJ Moore, and
pause.
What?
Could he try DJ Moore and Brian Thomas Jr. and trade away Devon Achane?
Say that again.
DJ Moore and Brian Thomas, if you included both of them.
Yeah, but who are his running backs, though?
He has Achane. I thought I saw Achane.
Okay, yeah, but who are his other running backs is the thing. Does he have the running back depth to do that? Because if he's trying to contend, Achane's not right. And honestly, because he's got Pollard, and that's pretty much it. So I can't really look at your whole team. I can't really evaluate your depth, but I can look at the options you have. I don't think I would do that. Honestly, you're kind of hurting at running back. You've got Tank here, but you're kind of hurting at running back if you trade away ETN, which is kind of stinks. Honestly, what I would do is I would try to trade away JSN and try to get DJ Moore.
Would you move Garrett Wilson for Brian Thomas and DJ Moore?
Say that again?
That would be more of a fair deal because ETN has lost so much value.
Okay, say this again. What is it?
Travis Etienne and Garrett Wilson for Brian Thomas and DJ Moore.
Where's Garrett Wilson?
Go over.
Thanks.
Yep.
And honestly, I would do this one as well. He says he's afraid of ETN. Honestly, I am too. But like, you would be selling really low at this point, so you just kind of have to keep all your options open. This is an example of another type of deal we'd like here.
This is an example of a sunk cost.
So I also think, yeah, right. I think you also target DJ Moore on this team if this guy's willing to trade it. But yeah, if you do decide to get a blueprint, we could definitely tell you if we think because it's really hard to see your team in this view, and we can't do team reviews in this format. But I would definitely love to tell you like if we think your team is one move away from contending and give you a couple other moves. So
see how we're looking here. Oh shoot!
Yeah, it's gone. That's why.
Okay, we're back. All
right,
we're back.
Cool. Sorry guys, the internet looks like it dropped out for a second. Okay.
We're good.
So I don't know what you guys heard and what you didn't, but basically this is another type of deal. I think it was only gone. I think it was only down for a second, but this is the type of deal that we would go there. So we can't lose internet during the stream. That's bad.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, Chef, let us know kind of where you get with those. But yep. But all right, appreciate you, man. Okay, cool. Let's get to which team review are we on?
We are on MD Rob, his first one.
Perfect. That's right.
Actually, hang on. Wait. Oh wait, no, we already answered his. Never mind. I am brain scattered.
We answered MD Rob's?
No, Chef Kennedy's.
Yeah, we got
the thing. Which
okay, so we're on this one.
So
all right, I'll let you take the lead on this one. This is Saintly Speedsters, which is currently in the power rankings ranked #1. So this is going to look like a pretty good team.
Oh my goodness.
So,
and while you're at that, can you copy that link and put it in the chat while I pull up his team?
What link?
For the team reviews.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to work on that right now.
So we're looking at your QBs. You got Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, and Drake May. Love that build. It's going to be the #1 build probably in the league. What's his team name again? We've got Saintly Speedsters.
Yep.
Nice name. Is he a Saints fan? That's what I want to know.
Probably. I don't see any Saints on his team, though.
Oh. Well, hey, sometimes, I'm a Colts fan, but I don't have any Colts players on my team because they suck.
Yeah.
Allen, Purdy, and May, that's 9 out of 10 easily. It's probably going to be a dual elite QB build. Bowers is an automatic 9 out of 10 because he's an elite tight end 1. Wide receiver, you got Amon-Ra, Malik Neighbors, DK, Godwin, and that's it. Really top heavy, really nice. 2 top 5 guys plus DK and Godwin, nice production. That's man, in a 12 team, that's an 8 out of 10 still.
He says he's a Panthers fan, so it's Dalton.
I'm sorry. Running back, you've got Achane, Ramondre, B-Rob, Mason, Javonte. That is a solid 5. You've got some safe insulation with Ramondre and B-Rob. You got some temporary production from Jordan Mason, Javonte, and then you've got Achane, who, when he's on the field, is productive. So, what's his record? 4-1. You're looking pretty good. I like that. I've been telling people to down tier from Josh Allen. Which is terrible, but thinking about it here. Let's look at the rest of your team here. Oh, is this a redraft team? No, it's not.
No, it's Dynasty. It's Dynasty Superflex.
He doesn't. Okay, he just doesn't have any picks. I was super thrown off by the picks.
So
But-
just he's here. Dalton, do you have any picks on this team?
Yeah, we're not seeing any picks.
So let me know.
I will say, contending wise, you're on the far ends because you are contending, and overall, your archetype is definitely going to be dual elite QB with a contend reload outlook here. With your depth, you've got Huntley, Drake May, Goodson, Kareem Hunt, Jordan Mason. Got some other guys here that are notable. Demario Douglas kind of on the rise with Drake May now playing. That's really it. I think this is a fair 2 or 3 out of 10. Nothing super sexy here, but if you got to plug a guy in here and there, you're going to be okay. So in a 12 team, I'll stick with a 3 out of 10 there. I think that's fine. Looking at your starting lineup again, man, when all these guys are healthy and playing, your ceiling is amazing. So
Yes.
I love this build. This gives me hope for dual elite QB builds for the future because I was really having some concerns there for the first month of the year.
Me too.
So some guys to trade. I'm still worried about running back. That's the only place where I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. You have a really, really cap ceiling at running back. That's the only position where you have a cap ceiling. I'm going to, of course, say this before Josh Allen drops 50 tonight. But the dude has been 31, 9, 37, and 14 points. Hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss, hit. He also doesn't care about your fantasy team or stats, clearly, with Stephon Diggs leaving, and he's loving it. I would recommend down tiering from Josh Allen and really bolstering running back if you're going to go for this contending push. You can still maintain dual elite QB builds without having someone like Josh Allen. And I don't think you're selling Josh Allen low. I think everyone knows what Josh Allen's capable of. He could finish as the QB1 this year. He totally could. But at this point, it feels like the production tiers are starting to really expand at quarterback. And when you're down tiering right now, I think it's going to pay off in 6 months because people are going to start seeing how evenly spread out it is for the top 12 to 15 guys.
Sure.
That'll be my first move, is to down tier. And I'm going for another rushing upside guy. If you can, what rushing upside guy would you go for? If you're moving down from Josh Allen, trying to get a running back on top.
The problem is with the way the quarterback market is, all the rushing upside guys have jumped up.
Except for Kyler.
Yeah, Kyler, it's true. Yeah,
Kyler's been just as inconsistent as Josh Allen, and you're getting just as high a ceiling. So, we move in B-Rob. Are we? He's jumped up big time.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a pretty good asset is the other thing. And that offense looks much better.
He's very, very inefficient.
Yeah.
Which again doesn't necessarily matter all the time when he's getting carries, when he's getting goal line carries. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. 3 yards per carry, 7, 2, 4, 2. And he's got 5 touchdowns on the year. It's very reminiscent of ETN's year last year.
Yeah.
The first 8 games.
But I don't think he's going to gain as much value as ETN, right?
Correct. Yeah. But he is very, very close in value at the moment. Again, keep your cut with a grain of salt. But a lot of B-Rob fans that are growing. And he is back-to-back at the moment with Deebo Samuel, which is pretty crazy. He's also back-to-back. Oh, do this. I'm a big proponent for this. Let's pivot off of B-Rob and let's just go get the safety with David Montgomery, especially with the contracts re-signing in Detroit. I just trust that long-term way more than I do B-Rob.
Yeah.
That is objectively a good move. Can't question that.
No. David Montgomery's a super underrated dynasty piece right now.
Yeah. Any picks that he said?
Yeah, he said he did have 26 and 27 picks, but no 25 picks. I have 26, 27, but not 25.
No 25 picks. Okay, so that will be a little bit of a knock there.
Yeah.
35. 30. Okay, so last guy to move off of. Any recommendations here?
Scroll down for me. I want to see who you have. Allen Robinson. I mean...
Are we?
You feel like you have to maybe down tier from a wide receiver.
You think?
I mean, with his wide receiver 5 being Douglas and his wide receiver 6 being Burks, like kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but his running backs are so well spread out. What if you just down-tiered from Machan?
And just got a wide receiver?
Got a wide receiver plus a productive
Because what
running
you
back.
need is another like DK range wide receiver.
Like if you down-tiered, because let's be honest, James Cook is just as inconsistent as Devon Achane is.
Okay, yeah. I'm good with that. Just do that then and give him both his targets.
Yeah. Yep. We'll do that. So we'll down-tier from Achane here. And we'll try for James Cook, and then we'll try for a receiver as well. Again, we talked about some affordable receivers. Deebo Samuel and his price right now, very hit or miss, very unknown. It's just going to kind of be league dependent, and what the team situation is of the league mate that owns him. So if they're trying to get him off for a discount, then maybe you can get him at a discount. If you have to go lower than that, again, that's totally fine. Any other guys that you want to target there that are veteran wide receivers, you could go for Mike Evans, who's cheaper. You could go for Terry, who's cheaper, but on the rise. You could go for a guy like, honestly, I have no issue with you targeting Stephon Diggs in a down tier move. I think Diggs, even when Nico Collins comes back, he's just continuing to build chemistry with CJ Stroud. I'm a big fan of that as well. Final suggestions and comments. Avoid moving any more future firsts. You have enough value to play with as is.
Godspeed. Okay. Hey, Nick, I'm checking on yours now. Yeah, the blue ones are marked guys who... these ones weren't marked as live team reviews when you got it, so I'll double check and see what yours was.
Any recommendations that you have for him here, Avery?
Yeah, I mean, what was your first comment? Did you steal mine again?
I said avoid moving any more.
Yeah, I mean, you're
picks.
boxed into contending. You got to win your league this year. So
cool. I would explore offers for DK Metcalf. I don't think DK Metcalf is a hard sell. Explore offers / down tiers for DK. Get production plus depth.
So
and then
and go ahead.
I've got another one.
Yep.
As well that I've got to put on here.
And Dalton did say his next team is better or deeper than this one, so that'll be fun.
Good.
Hey, Nick, so under your tier, it looks like you bought Team Blueprint 1.0 and not Live Team Blueprint. It's $10 more to get it done live. So if like some of the other guys did the same thing. So if you want to just submit like a super chat for the difference, we'll just do I'll mark your team off and we can do it live. But it just looks like you got the base tier. So let me know if that makes sense. Braden, appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming to support.
No rush on moving Achane. On down tiering from him, you can sell him higher, most likely, when he and Tua come back healthy in a few weeks.
Yeah. What's up, Legend of Blitz God? Glad you're here, man. Glad you got a stream.
All right.
Saintly
Speedsters.
Cool. Yeah. Good one. We got another Dalton review right after this next one here. So
nice.
Like I said, guys, we're going to be doing these. We've got 3 more. Okay, maybe 3 more, depending on if Nick wants to get his upgraded. So I'll drop the link right there in the comments section again in the live chat, and you can follow that link and you can get a live team blueprint. Again, the team blueprint's going to look like this. We've done already 8 or 9 today, but you can get one of these in addition to Nathan and I breaking out on your team right now on the channel. I think we've got enough time to do a couple more after these if you guys want them. But appreciate you, Dalton, as always. Good team, my friend. Let's go to Happen's team now. And remember, Happen upgraded his, so this is a live team review. He says, fellas, this is my first Dynasty team that was drafted this offseason and ever. Already folded for the season, as you can see from the lineup. I just recently flipped Diggs and Kenneth Walker for Jacobs and Nico to pair with Stroud. That's a killer deal. All right, so send help. So Stroud's shifters, you are ranked 10th in the power rankings here. And let's go down and look at your team here. So this is a 12-team Superflex Dynasty. Start 10 PPR non-tight end premium here. You've got Stroud and Lawrence at quarterback. You've got Josh Jacobs. You've got DeAndre Swift, Austin Eckler. You've got Nico, Olave, Pittman, and Allen, Cole Kmet. Okay. And then it looks like you've got your first each year. So, all right, Nick, I got you. Will you mark? Actually, I'll do it. I'll have you grade his teams, and I'll do this real quick. But in terms of your 1 and 4, I got. Don't worry about it. You just do that. 1 and 4. with this team, I definitely think we're going to be leaning either reload or future value here.
Yep.
So I'll let you kind of get out of position groups that go with that team archetype, and I'm going to fix this real quick.
All right. So team name Stroud's Poopers.
Did I say it?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I am so in the zone
I'm
right
locked
now.
in.
There's absolutely no way that
We're freaking locked doing these team reviews, guys.
We're locked in.
We're locked.
Sound like Shane Steichen.
We do.
I mean, this team was just locked in this week.
Yeah, we're going to start the worst quarterback.
Locked in, scoring 20 points.
Yeah, we want to
against
lose.
one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud and Trevor Lawrence. As your QBs here, not bad. Trevor Lawrence obviously has lost a significant amount of value. I would not. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. I think you're safe here at quarterback, obviously, with the contract installation of Trevor Lawrence and CJ Stroud. Did I say Caleb Williams? CJ Stroud. So
hey, James Cook is inactive, by the way. Told you he would be. Why would they play him tonight?
crap. Well, that ticks me off. That I should have just paid $6.
You should have paid 10. How much does a win cost? Like, you just pay it. I don't know why you didn't do that. That's why I called you a dweeb.
Well, I didn't know that he was going to go for it. I thought that he thought that James Cook was going to
If you
play.
lose off of that, I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to lose my mind.
Focus on the team reviews.
I don't know if I can.
Customer first, flock league second.
My gosh. Well, now
You got it, Nathan.
Josh Jacobs, DeAndre Swift, Zamir White, and Austin Eckler, and Eric Gray. That's a 4. It's a solid 4. Wide receiver, you've got Nico, Olave, Pittman, AD, Mitchell, Keenan, now and a bunch of depth that is not pretty. But you do have Nico Collins, and you have Olave, and you have Pittman. That's probably still a 4 in a 12 team. So tight end, you got Cole Kmet, Everett, and Okonkwo. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did that.
Nathan.
Okay. Cole Kmet is on the rise at the moment. He's been producing. Not a ton of trade value, though. Gerald Everett as well. Probably 2 out of 10 there. So definitely with your rookie picks, you've got all your future rookie picks, which is going to give you a nice little 65 with your draft capital grade. And, okay. Your depth overall is not pretty. You've got Eckler, Zamir White, Mac Jones. That's really it. You got a 1 out of 10 at depth. You're really, your quarterbacks are your best showing here with Nico Collins as well. So not a ton of cornerstone guys. Not a ton of these cornerstone guys that are ultra movable at the moment. They may be down the road. I'm going to have you down tier from CJ Stroud. You're going to have to.
You have to.
As a future value team, you got to down tier from him. You can't down tier from Lawrence because he's so cheap at the moment.
I mean, the other guy you have to
and
down
then
tier from
you've got to move off of Jacobs as well for
as well.
future value. And we got to move Jacobs and Swift. Actually, I'm just going to put them on the same line here.
Yeah, because
and
honestly,
go for younger assets. Or a wide receiver, actually, just wide receiver.
Is the team bad enough to where he has to down tier from Nico as well?
Not yet. I'll add it in the suggestions and comments, but you can't do it right now.
Okay.
Olave, you can, because Olave just happens to continue to maintain his value even though he sucks. So it's not his fault, but terrible situation.
Yep.
So I would pivot off of Olave or even just down tier.
Yeah, no, I think that's good too.
Unless there's a screaming value in his range, which there is.
Just make sure you don't sell low on Olave. That would be the one thing I would say. Okay, so down tiering from Stroud.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah, okay.
Maintained.
Yeah,
like
he's
it's
maintained.
kind of insane.
That's good. That's good.
So
from Stroud.
As a comment, I would say explore offers for Nico when he comes back healthy. Don't undersell.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
So Stroud, oh my gosh, dude. I'm like dejected.
Happened in the comments said rip Nathan. You're reviewing his team right now, so.
Nice. Did Land say it?
No, he's not on.
Or Happen said it in the comments. Okay. Help me out, man.
So, I mean, I think you nailed the look to trades. Now, in terms of guys to target, I mean, you're going to be targeting a bunch of injured guys here, right? And so you're going to go Rashee Rice here. You're going to go Puka Nacua if you can. In terms of playing the market, like you can still get Trey Benson. I love Trey Benson for this type of build. I love Hawkinson for this type of build, and so
You want to do that sooner rather than later. That's one of the more pressing purchases because he's going to start producing.
Yes, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think those are all guys you buy on this type of team. I don't even think like it's not like, again, you're not buying here You're not buying here for team build. You're buying here for value. You're playing the market. Everything is value right now. Don't care about who your running backs compared to your quarterbacks compared to your wide receiver. No, just play the market with value. So guys that are injured, guys you can play the market on, are going to be prime examples of guys you should be trading for in your dynasty leagues.
We're going to call this this is not a hard rebuild. He has
no, it's a future value team.
Is it a future value or a 1 year reload? Was he intending to compete when he was going into this year? He's got some older guys.
I don't know if intent matters. I think you can give it. I think you can still give it
just a future value.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he is rebuilding. I categorize this as a rebuild, in my opinion. So
yeah.
And you gave a rebuild. You gave the draft capital. Like I said, focus on value, not positional security, whatever the word is I'm thinking of. So.
Not positional security, but also avoid running back.
Yeah, no, and I think
unless you're getting a rookie.
And you could also do target value insulated, target value insulation across the board, like target the fade running back, build wide receiver and quarterback first.
Yep.
But mainly wide receiver.
Definitely favor building WR and QB over running back for safety purposes. All right, man.
Yeah. Cool. That's one for you, Happen. We've got your blueprint here. We're gonna, like I said, quality check this and this over to you within the next day or two. But super appreciate you, man. And again, this is I'm glad we got this team tonight because this is a good example of a rebuild, and like I think you're gonna be able to have a pretty good rebuild here. So Legend of Blitz God asked if there's a quick way to get his question answered. I'll post the link again. We're doing everything here through the super chats that we've built out through the site. So if you go there, you can link your team, which we can give you trade possibilities there. That's how we've been answering questions. It's been awesome. So, all right, Happen. Appreciate you, man. We got another Dalton team review now. There was one thing I wanted to show you guys real quick. Somebody's asking about the difference between live team review and a blueprint 2.0. So live review is going to be us breaking it down on the stream, and you get the blueprint 1.0, which looks like this. Is the original blueprint. And then 2.0 looks like this. It's more in depth. We give you more targets. We give you more analysis. We evaluate your league and how you stack up against your league. Talk about some market value analysis. Talk about what your value should look like. Positional grades are a little bit different. There's a lot here that's different. We give it a hold section, more in-depth draft capital. So it's basically just Blueprint 1.0 on steroids. And so that one, we haven't been doing them live. I don't know if we're going to offer that in the future. It comes with your domain blueprint code as well. Lots there. It's just an upgraded version. So that's the difference. A live gets you a 1.0 that we do live on the stream. A 2.0 gets you the more in-depth one that we kind of spend a little bit more time on. So, all right, let's go to Dalton's. Dalton, this is the same team. They're both Saintly Speedsters.
There's a different team name on there, though. Are you sure it's not a different team on the same thing?
Saintly Speedsters. Hey, Dalton,
Squeeze me?
Is it in the chat? Did he put it in the chat?
I don't know.
He might have on the other one, actually, because that's what I told him to do. Let me look. So that one was marked complete. I'm looking right now, Dalton. I might answer my own question before you get to me, but...
Dude, I have to toilet so bad.
Hold it. MD Rob. Hey, yeah, what's the other one? Because I have the same team for you, Dalton. What's the other team you want us to review? Just let me know. Different league, same team, different. Okay, this is. I get it. Okay,
Is Godspeed a live
one? It is. He paid the difference.
Okay, I was like, I totally thought I moved it.
Yeah, I moved it back.
So
okay, this is the same. This is a different team with the exact same name. It's a different league. So,
oh my gosh!
So it's the same one. So, and as you can see, it's a different team here. So,
Sagely Speeders. Would you trade Puka and Kraft for JT and Hawk? No.
Yeah, I'm bold and Puka there. Good question though. Just to kick it off.
All right, let me just say no. There you go. Response.
So SC Dub, the 2.0 is not live. We currently don't offer a live 2.0. I guess we probably could in the future if we wanted to, but it's the thing about 2.0 is we spend a lot of time on it, so it would suck up a ton of this time on our streams. And so
we would spend probably like 15 minutes on
I know.
the suggestions and comments alone.
Yes. So we spend so much time breaking down your team against your league. They're kind of hard to do live. And so for that reason, we just do 2.0s. We had to sit down and actually do those. So the 1.0s, we can sit here and do it.
We should just develop like this tech piece that like reads our thought process when we're doing a blueprint.
Yeah, let's
and
just
then
do that.
Just upload.
Let's just do that. We can use our blueprint money to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's
cool.
our next
that sounds
investment.
Good. I'll call Elon. All right. St. Louis Speedsters.
Elon.
You got this one ready?
We'll give you a free blueprint 2.0 if you develop this for us.
That's the old one. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure. So
don't you worry, man.
This one is
this is Stroud's,
better.
This is Stroud's poopers. So
yeah. So this is a better team here.
Okay. Wow, that was a low key slam.
ST Dub, we don't do videos for 2.0. It's all just the breakdown on it. Everything you need to know is on the graphic. So, what's up, Vinny Vidi Vici? Good to see you, buddy. MVP. I haven't seen you in a while, dude. Hope you're doing well. Chef says he hangs out with us enough that he can download our brainwaves and output them as 2.0s, which I honestly think that's a pretty good.
I'd pay for some R&D.
I'd do it,
that,
Chef.
Man.
Download our brainwaves.
Yep.
Not only do we create advanced fantasy football content, but we also are the world leader in advancing the technological spectrum.
Research and development for the Dynasty
We'd be a
space.
Fortune 500 company at that point.
Legit.
So
people should be coming to us when they want to develop a product.
Yeah.
Next idea.
Yeah. Okay. So, St. Louis Speedsters. Again, this is a better team. It looks like you got Allen, Jackson, and Goff. That's what, a 10?
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Barkley, Henry, Kamara, and this, by the way, 10 team. Still 10 out of 10 though. 10 team Superflex Dynasty here.
That's even more of a 10 out of 10 because you've got the highest upside productive dudes.
Yeah.
At QB.
Yeah.
Bowers 9 out of 10.
Yep. Chase, Jefferson, Puka, Ridley, Myers, and Downs. I mean, the three guys up there alone give you an 8 or a 9. 9. And so this is an elite value team.
How are his rookies?
Barkley.
He still has rookie picks. No 26 picks, but I don't care.
So, hey, I'm just going to ask him. Hey, Dalton, do you still have your 26 picks in this league? Because it says you only have your 25s. But still, this is an elite value team, I think. And then Barkley, Henry, Kamara. And this is a team that should freaking win the league. Are you not first? Okay, you are first.
What's his grade for running backs? Saquon, Kamara, and Henry, and Dobbins, and Mason. He's got a lot of old farts, but they're all producing. So probably a nice little 5 there, actually. I'll give it a 6. They're the most productive running backs in the league right now. How's your depth looking here? What's his record?
Well, first of all, he's killing everybody on the power rankings.
He is Saintly Speedster.
So it's a league meeting. He's 10-0.
So Goff, Goodson, Kareem Hunt, Laube. Ray Davis is going to be the death of me. Jared Goff, Colby Parkinson, Josh Downs.
Yeah, he still has his 26
Myers,
picks, by the
Ridley.
way.
He does have his. So
Yes.
owns
So
all his picks.
it's still an elite value.
Okay, that's not bad depth. I'll give you like a.
You did see he has Tucker Kraft, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
cool.
like, 9 out of 10. Still, I'm not quite there because he hasn't gotten quite to the value threshold that I'm looking for tight ends. He's getting close. Tucker Kraft is, but
I think Bowers and Kraft's the 10. He's the tight end 1. And
my tens,
another top 10 tight end.
my tens are like Kincaid and Bowers.
Okay,
like
all right.
I've seen better tight end moves than that.
We're splitting hairs.
Yes, we are.
He'll be 12-0
It's
tonight
still an
after. He'll be 12-0 after tonight with league medium wins.
Okay,
wins.
so you actually own all.
Yeah, he owns all of his
future
picks. That's a killer team, man.
rookie
Even at a 10 team, this is really
picks. This is a nice little.
good. So in terms of like 7-3, 7-3, we've got
This
some
is
7-3 teams here, but
elite
that's
value.
nobody's competing with you in this league.
And what's his grade? Okay, yeah, I already finalized grades.
So this is going to be like a run your league economy type blueprint, I think.
Run the economy.
Yes.
Super.
Be the Fed.
Super dupers.
I am the Senate. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
First comment.
You are correct. This is a start 10. Actually, the depth isn't that great, but I don't really care. It's a 10 team.
Yeah, it is a 10. You don't need depth. It's
So,
upside.
okay. Nice cornerstone guys. Take Goff off there because it's 10.
Yeah.
All right, who we moving? Not moving any running backs. You're not getting anything worth it in return for them,
You're
especially when you're
easily
contending.
moving one of the
Dobbins.
quarterbacks. I think you move Allen here.
Yes.
So
Move the most expensive guy.
now,
Because
okay, on this type of team, do you down tier to a Baker and get an elite running back on top?
I'd probably down tier to a Purdy and get an elite running back on top.
But you don't really need Purdy because you've got
upside
Goff
is
and
so
Jackson.
high. Oh yeah, I didn't
That's what I'm
think about
saying.
that.
So I think you can actually make the down tier, and instead you're not really down tiering to Baker, you're down tiering to another elite wide receiver or running back, and then you're getting Baker on top. Or okay, fine, Cousins. Well, then we got to pick somebody elite for him to down tier from Allen. And I think higher than Taylor, much higher, right? I mean, if you're going
at this point, I'm looking for elite production, too. So.
Yeah, but you're going from Allen, you can easily get like Breece Hall or somebody like that with Cousins, like.
Yeah, sure.
So that's what I'm saying.
Breece.
But do we recommend Breece? Like, is that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The top 3 guys are not the top 3 most productive guys. Saquon, Kyron, and JT.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess we could go with the more expensive guy like Baker, and then you could just go with like Kyron or JT.
So
which one would you rather go? Probably JT.
Hey, Dalton. So he says that he's trying to upgrade Kraft and Colby to Kittle. I wouldn't do that. You don't need
no
to
need.
do that.
You got Bowers.
I would stay put it. In fact, if anything, you're going to be moving a tight end here.
Yep.
So GDB 10 games was 5 weeks.
Are
5
we down
weeks
here
before
from Bowers
tonight
to Kittle plus
with the league median. So it's a game against the league median every week and a game against an opponent. Okay, say that again.
Are we down here from Bowers to Kittle plus a lot? For like a really,
you
really
could.
solid
I just don't feel.
four.
I just don't feel like you have to do
like
that.
Down here from Brock Bowers to George Kittle and T's D's Higgins.
I just don't feel like you have to on this team because it's an elite value.
All right, cool.
I like
who
the
are you moving
idea.
then? We're moving Dobbins.
Yeah, no, I think you move Dobbins. But again,
But
I
who
think
are you getting?
I think most. But
Who are you getting when you're moving Dobbins?
But I think most of your value that you're going to
fairness.
get here when you flip is going to be from the Allen trade. So we just need some like wide receivers in this range from 7 to 40. You need some wide receivers in between there. Let's balance out your wide receiver room.
Let's package your depth. Let's move Myers and Downs and upgrade.
Yeah.
Jacoby's Myers and Josh Downs, because even though Myers is now the wide receiver 1 for Vegas, is ceiling super capped. So let's just up tier there. Debo.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
And then another guy that we're moving here.
Hey, why don't you go get Devonta Smith on this team instead of Debo? He has the value to do it, in my opinion. And Devonta Smith's been really productive. I just think you like aim for another, like he's a vet. Like
But Debo's ceiling is higher in a 10 team.
Yeah, it's definitely higher, but
What do you mean? He runs and he catches.
I'm just thinking from a value standpoint. Like you're just going to be getting similar amounts of production, but Devonta Smith's going to be far more valuable in 2 years.
I mean, if you can get Devonta Smith, sure. I just think that's a little too high.
I mean, again, he's down tiering from Josh Allen, and he's getting to where? I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I like that you have Puka. You can just hold him, and I wouldn't make moves at tight end. So who are the other guys you have for him to trade so far?
I mean, I guess you just move Tucker Kraft.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's talking about trading away Tucker Kraft for another tight end. I'm talking about trading away Tucker Kraft for another non-tight end.
Stephon Diggs. They're in the same range.
Oh my gosh, yes. Seriously, are they really?
Yeah, Tucker Kraft is right there.
What? Holy smokes. JJ's okay, so JJ's not dropping. Wide receiver 5. I don't know whose rankings these are based off of.
I think it's community.
It might be community. Yeah, so JJ's our wide receiver. He's my wide receiver 1, so.
He's my wide receiver.
Yeah, JJ on the side is wide. Yeah.
He's my wide receiver like 1 times 50, which is still 1, but like
okay, so we got look to trade Allen, Downs, Myers, and Kraft, and then you've got Baker, JT, Devonta Smith, and Stephon Diggs. Again, you're running your league economy here. You own all your future picks, and so my first comment to end here is going to be dictate. You have full control over this league, so dictate everything.
Dictate. Your league. Dictate your league.
So he says
you can run every negotiation.
Allen, Downs, and Myers for Baker, and Devonta Smith. So I think you would want. So the best player in that deal from Allen is going to be Devonta, and I think you want more than that. I don't think that's too far off. Baker and Devonta for Allen, like it's not that far off, right? You just want somebody better than Devonta Smith there if you're going to down tier from Allen to Baker because it's such a significant drop. Mm-hmm. So I would say in that specific deal, I like you're definitely picking up what we're putting down. Just get a better asset than Devonta in that particular trade, or do Devonta and Purdy or something like that in that instance, if that makes sense. You'd be losing a little bit of value there, in my opinion. I'd try to just cash in completely on Allen. And the thing is, your team is so good, you don't have to make that deal right now. One of my suggestions comments is don't force any trades. You're 10-0. You're going to win this league. So your job when you're running the league economy here, Dalton, is you're just going to sit back and take 1 million trade offers and reject 999,000 of them.
Oh, hey, I have a perfect 10-team target that he should do instead of Devonta Smith.
Who?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Reek.
So again, be really picky with your trades and only take like absolute smashes.
Yep.
And that's a blueprint, right?
That is a
so Dalton. Congrats,
Prince.
you got
2 today.
elite. Dalton's the one that has a ton of elite value teams, right?
Yeah, I've done so many. I'm gonna pull up his records.
I'm pretty sure Dalton has had
so many
5 elite value teams now.
Dalton's
our boy.
What happened there? What in the world?
Calm down. Breathe.
Sorry. What the?
All right, I think we got
happened?
Godspeed up
there we
next,
go.
so we'll
Okay.
get to that one. But
Finished.
all right, MD, appreciate you. We're gonna check your record here while we're doing this, but. Like I said, guys, we got one more blueprint, I think. So if you want to get yours done, now would be the time. Go up to the expert advice thing here. Go to team review, and then you'll do the blueprint. You'll select the live option under domain. But let's get back into this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just did blueprints 6 and 7 all time for MD Rob today.
Wow, Dalton, you're the man.
Yep.
Dalton's our boy.
Yep.
That's why Dalton has a bunch of elite value teams too.
Super.
Yeah, there's definitely a correlation between elite value teams and blueprints. I'm just saying. All right. Godspeed. First Dynasty League went into a rebuild after starting 1 and 3 from injuries. That makes sense. Need guidance on how to get running backs back for next season. Good question. Trades are below. I gave up X, and F for XX. Kenneth Walker.
What in the world did you just say?
Well, look, it's what it says.
Oh.
Kenneth Walker, Debo, and a 27 second for Addison Chubb and a 25 first. Okay, so he gave up Kenneth Walker, Debo, and a 27 second for Addison Chubb and a first. So you got Kenneth Walker and Debo for Addison in the first. I like that deal on a rebuild all day. Mixon in 26 seconds for Brian Thomas and DJ Moore. Oh, 25 first. Yeah, Mixon in a 26 second for BJ Moore and a what? And Chubb, Rashee Rice. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm reading this right. Okay, Mixon in 26 second for Brian Thomas, DJ Moore, and Chubb and Rashee Rice. So you got Brian Thomas back. Let's just take a look at this team. And this is Puka's Baby Oil Company. So you're 7th here, 1 and 4. And you do have Brian Thomas. You do have Rashee Rice. So yeah, I was reading that right. Oh, those are great freaking rebuild moves right there. Incredible rebuild moves. Let me know when you've got this one locked and loaded and we can start it. But
Okay. I'm making sure I don't. Hang on. We are almost locked and almost loaded.
I think that pivoting to a rebuild in your situation, Godspeed, I think it was the correct gauge on your team. This is a 12-team Superflex Dynasty Start 9 PPR, no tight end premium again. All of these have been no tight end premium, which is interesting.
Fascinating.
So in terms of your quarterbacks in a 12-team Superflex, Hurts, Herbert, and Bryce Young. Hurts and Herbert is it's like a 7 or an 8 now. What are you giving that room in a Dynasty
Hurts and
Superflex?
Herbie, I'd still get an 8.
So he said he gave away Kenneth. So he said flip.
What is this, a 12-team?
Yeah, you gave Kenneth Walker, Debo, and 27 cent for Addison Chubb at 25 first. Mixon in a 26. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think I got you because you got Addison on this team, right? Yeah. No, I'm reading you. It was week 3 before Walker was hurt, so before he pops off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it was still a good trade. You got the 25 first, and you've got an extra 25 first. Who's got 2 25 first here? I think you have the right gauge on your team. So what did you say you would give that
Puka's
quarterback?
Baby Oil Company.
That's funny.
I said I give it an 8, and it's 12-team. I think that's fair. Oh, wait, Herbert.
Herbert and Hurts is what I said.
I thought you said Burrow and Hurts.
No, Herbert and Hurts.
No,
7
that's definitely a 7.
Definitely. Whoa. It's not an 8, it's a 7.
No.
I love the dramatic step downs
well,
between numerical tiers. It's only one number difference.
There's a big difference there,
Yeah,
okay?
No, I know that you value a 7 and 8 very, very differently.
Don't question the czar.
I don't. I've let it slide like 50 times today. So, running back Bigsby, Sermon, and Chandler.
Yeah, Brian Thomas is a 0 out of 10.
His running backs are a 0 out of 10. So Bigsby, Sermon, and
That's
Chandler.
not a 0. That's a 1 because he has players.
Okay.
You don't want to take Bigsby as ranked right now and keep trade cut. He has entered the top 100.
What? That doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does. His first 8 rounds.
Okay, fine. I mean,
Ty Chandler, are you getting production from Ty Chandler? Absolutely, you are.
I guess Tank Bigsby, yeah.
That's a 1 out of 10, my man.
Okay, fine. Puka.
That bumped you up from the 12th worst running back ranking in your league to the 12th worst running back ranking.
I was going to say, you're not the worst, you're the worst. So
yes.
I'm not saying you're the worst. You're running backs. My bad. I should phrase that differently.
Yeah.
Nick, you know we love you.
You're the best.
Wide receiver, Puka, Brian Thomas, Rashee Rice. A bunch of buy low content. Like, when his Brian Thomas is a 10.
We'll give that.
You guys don't get it yet, but you will
That's a pretty good room in
tomorrow.
12 team. I'd probably give that a 7. I think that's a good
That's
7.
a 7. Yeah. I think it's really solid.
Yeah.
And Addison Kirk, Ridley.
Dallas Goedert, I mean, apparently decided to start producing. I'll give you a 4 there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give him a 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Look at you grading a tight end higher than me.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
We never do that, especially with Goddard.
Tight end is just so negligible to me right now in Dynasty leagues. Like,
so negligible.
I did not say that. You better be careful what you say there. But I think you can win with any tight end. I think you can stream tight ends. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
How's his record looking here? 1-4.
Yeah. No. He said he pivoted to a rebuild, and I think the moves he made were good moves.
I mean, you're pivoting to this. This screams reload because you don't have any running backs left, which is great.
Yeah.
So this is not a hard rebuild in my opinion because you've avoided that by building up wide receiver. You've got a lot of good value upside there.
So just future value, right?
I mean, he's still. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So I mean, at this point, it's gonna be value.
What are his picks at the moment? He's got an extra 25 first.
Yes, and he got
no
that in the trade for
26
Kenneth Walker, but no 26 second. That's correct.
Extra 25 first, no 26 second, or 25 third. That third's gonna make him break, man. That third.
Oh yeah,
that third
is it. Yep.
There you go. Good draft capital grade there.
Yeah. All right. Boop.
All right. Target time.
Okay. First of all,
dude, it's only 7. You got to give me like 30 seconds. I'll bear it back.
you had to pee.
Yes.
I had a pee too, but my bladder
This is how much body armor I've had. It's not.
That's why I wasn't trying to tell you. That's not even that much.
I know that's what I said. I haven't had that much.
That's why I wasn't telling you where you get those. So I think the first move that I would make here on this team while Nathan goes PP is I think you have to move Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley. I think you do. I think you try to package those guys and see who you can get. So like I'm gonna give you some example trades right now. In terms of Kirk and Ridley right now, what you can get on the market, if I combine these guys on the trade calculator here, it says oh wait, okay, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Shut up. I don't know. I accidentally put in Brian Thomas, and I thought this was what it was saying I could get. Okay, this is much more reasonable. In terms of the young guys around here, Ladd McConkey would be the highest end of what you can get for a combination of Kirk and Ridley. I don't think anybody's doing that, honestly. Michael Pittman has lost a ton of value, a ton, so he's not a bad option. Let's keep going here. Man, these options suck down here. I would package them and get the best guys you can. Because, again, these guys are going to decrease in value, and so you have to make sure that you're kind of moving off those guys and getting some guys that are going to increase in value instead. I feel like on this team you have to down tier from Jalen Hurts as well. What I think I want to do here, especially while Jalen Hurts has this elite value, is I want to down tier from him to how far is the difference right now in Dynasty between Hurts and Kyler? Hurts is the quarterback, what the heck, 17, quarterback 9. Kyler is the quarterback 10, so it's not really down tier. So you've got to go further than that in a quarterback perspective. And I think you go down as far as Purdy or Dak or Baker, one of the two. So, okay, 2 moves so far. Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley both. Combine them and just get value insulation or something.
Okay, yeah.
How'd that go?
10 times better. Feels so much better.
Good.
Yeah. Never mind.
Very demure.
Who are we moving for? Younger asset.
Yeah, or just value inflation.
Who are you saying? Target Ladd?
Yeah, well, were you listening to me in the bathroom?
I did hear Ladd.
I think Ladd is a stretch. I don't think anybody's going to do that. But the problem is, like, the guys you're getting to package those 2 guys aren't really great. So another one while I'm looking at that is down tier from Hurts to Purdy plus.
Down tier.
So like the guys you could get, again, Ladd is an overshoot. Oh, let's just do some rebuilds. You already got Rashee Rice on this team. Let's do Michael Penix on this team. Just as a general trade target, right?
Nice. And then we've got a target of Benson is a good target here for you. You can get it at a discount. Let's give him a big name wide receiver. Big name wide receiver because he's down tiering from Hurts to Purdy.
I mean,
Waddle would be a good pickup.
Yeah, do Waddle. Again, buy low. Who are we buying low on wide receivers right now? And I think Waddle's a good example of that.
Safe. Very, very safe.
Very cute.
How's the depth score looking here?
It's not
Bryce,
fantastic.
which doesn't matter.
No.
He does have Luke McCaffrey, brother of Christian McCaffrey.
What if you go get Romo Dunze on this team?
Romeo Dunze.
Yeah.
I can add that in the comments. I've already maxed out.
Okay, that's fine.
The targets.
Yeah.
I'll say additional targets in suggestions and comments.
Dalton did say body armor is better than Gatorade and Powerade, which is
1,000% correct. Yes.
Do you remember who Body Armor's first big sponsor was, or big athlete
Andrew Luck, and then he retired 3 months later.
Frick me.
They were great commercials too. They were hilarious. He was just starting to really be outgoing and stuff.
And then he
decided to. We love you, Andrew.
Yeah. All right. Keep
going. It
was
not your fault.
Focus.
Odunze,
I'll let you do some ideas
Pittman.
now.
Any other guys that you could target? Hawkinson. It's a great target there as well. Any other guy? I feel like I'm missing someone. That's a really good target.
Do you put Odunze?
Yeah.
I
have Odunze, Pittman, Hawk.
My mind reading abilities aren't working.
I'm trying to think of anyone that's affordable in that kind of sort of range.
Benson? Did you put Benson down?
I have Benson on his targets.
Okay.
Thinking of I feel like there's a wide receiver that I'm missing that would be a good target for him.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly down here.
Yeah,
my goodness.
It's bad.
Polk's a decent dart throw, honestly, because he's so cheap.
I mean, you could go McMillan or somebody like that. I mean, so I'm
just trying to throw in some ideas here.
Yeah.
Polk, McMillies.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, so some other feedback here.
Focus purely on value. Don't worry about team need.
Value upside.
Yes,
value upside.
That's true.
Not positional. Team need. And by TISM, I mean team.
you have TISM. And then comment number 3. No, yeah, it's a good one.
And the third and final comment.
It's all you, buddy.
You are not far off from contending. Stay the course and build value at what am I trying to say here?
Yeah, Coop, we'll get your trade question, buddy. I saw it come through. So
stay the course and leverage your contending league mates.
There you go. All right, Nick, my friend, thanks for getting a live team review. Hope you enjoyed that. And also, he said the other rebuild teams have Rome, Ladd, and Penix, so it may be hard to get. True. Which of those guys do we put on there? So Penix was your only hard trade target. Let's replace him and just go.
We can go. He said Ladd would be tough
Ladd
to get.
and Penix and Rome are all hard to get.
Ladd, Penix, and Rome.
So let's give him some other rebuild targets there.
Okay. JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, McCarthy's a good one. Yeah.
Anyone else in that range? I guess you go Keon, but I'm not a big Keon believer.
I'm not either.
So never mind.
So we gave you some other guys there, Nick, but
yeah.
All right. yeah, we'll get that sent over to you here soon, but appreciate it, man.
Wait. Another trade guy to move off of, because we just have Calvin Ridley and Kirk, and then we got Jalen Hurts to move
just
off
sent Kirk and Ridley for Pittman was told is laughable. Yeah, no, you're not. I don't. So again, it depends on how the person values Pittman. Honestly, it's not laughable. And I'm going to be honest with you, Pittman should be valued lower than he is because of the situation. As a Colts fan, I'm telling you that. But it's fine. So just go lower than that. Like I said, just send out a ton of feelers and see who you can get. Honestly, just put them both in the trade block and be like, I'm looking to package these guys and just see what offers you get. So appreciate you, Nick. Thank you so much, man. Like I said, we'll send this over to you, and then if you have any questions, Discord. That's gonna be your best friend. So Coop, I'm gonna get started on this trade question while Nathan wraps up in that blueprint. Coop, he's a Bills fan, and the league undervalues picks. Example, he offered Baker and all of his picks for Allen. Holy smokes. Okay. Not the exact trade, but you guys can give me some ideas. Downturning from Allen and Olave. He's a rebuild. I'm contending. Okay, cool. So, yeah, Allen and Olave for Marv, Baker, a second, and Tracy. I'm going to take Allen and Olave here, but let's give you some other options. So Tracy's a throw-in and you're contending. I guess that's a fine contending move. The second's not doing anything for you in contending purposes. And so if you're going to down tier, let's try to get James Cook back as well. And honestly, if it means you take Tracy out, I think this is a good one. And honestly, I feel like this is pretty fair value.
We be in.
Don't you think? I mean,
yes.
If you're trading away Allen, this is what you should be getting back. Allen to Marv is a big down tier. Olave,
honestly, you could probably get a little more.
You could probably get a little more.
Because James Cook and Olave are viewed in the same tier. Baker on top of Marv in exchange for Josh Allen is not enough.
So you probably can get another contending piece here.
Try to get this thing called Trey Benson, but that's not a contending piece.
No. Shakir is on there.
That's not enough.
There's not anybody. I mean,
Puka would be so.
Who's his tight end?
I mean, if he's offering literally all of his picks in Baker for Josh Allen, can you get Puka?
He's got a good team.
If you can't get Puka,
well, he says they undervalue picks, so he can't
undervalue picks.
Yeah. So if he sent away picks, they'd undervalue it.
Gotcha.
So honestly, I think this is fine. Maybe you do put that second back in,
or add Kittle.
Yeah, but he's got Laporta. So I think in a separate deal, you just move.
Laporta is doing less than half of what Kittle's doing right now.
I know you just have so much. You
just
have so much of your value wrapped up in tight end. I don't feel like you could sell Laporta right now. Is the problem.
Then he can get Kittle, and then he can move Laporta.
So I would do this. I don't know where James Cook just went, but I had him on here for sure.
Jamison Cook.
Where are you? It did this earlier.
You're scrolling too fast. I can't see anything. Tyron Tracy.
Where did it put James Cook?
Okay.
But that's what I would want out of this type of deal, I think. So, Cook. What? For why? There we go. It did load. Okay. So then, okay, this is it. This is what I would want. So yeah, I think that's where I'd go with it. If he doesn't want to give you Cook, then let's just take Marv, Baker. Let's go to Kittle as well. Honestly, if they undervalue picks, what you could do is do Marv, Baker, get a first back. That's a third. It's not what I was trying to say. Get that back. And then you could also probably get Kittle on top of that. Kittle. This is also a good one. So there's a couple options there for you, Coop. But yeah, let us know how that works out for you, buddy. I think you're on the right track by trying to down tier and take advantage. I think down tiering from Josh Allen's a really good move in fantasy right now. So, all right, cool. And we do have Wumbo, if you're here, you bought the team blueprint 1.0. If you were wanting that to be live, you would have had to upgrade it. So if you want to upgrade it, let me know and we can do that. If you're not here and it's just somebody who bought a team review, then they're not going to say anything. So, but I did want to make sure, and just in case you accidentally wanted to upgrade there, and for us to do it now, I wanted to give you the option. So let me know if you're here, Wumbo, but because we are through all of our team reviews now for the live streams. So, all right. Chef says it's Frank Gore Jr. Day. I think it's actually Ray Davis Day.
I hate everything.
So in the Flock League, Nathan is up for playing James Cook.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, Colin says he'll upgrade. Okay, cool. So Colin, I think let me look at if you're a non-member, yeah, I think it's a $10 difference. And so if you want to just do the super chat function and cover the difference, then we'll just review your team now. So I'll refresh this and get you up. Yeah, so for future reference, guys, when you go to the team review here, and you select your team, the live team blueprint is the next tier up. And so, like I said, I think it's only $10. We lowered this recently. So yeah, live team blueprint there. Boom. That's how you do that. So make sure you're keeping an eye on that. But okay. But we'll take care of this for you once you get that super chat in. So
for Wumbo.
Yep. So will you go ahead and get that? Let's get that one queued up.
Yep.
Cool beans.
Every time I think about Ray Davis, I like.
Yeah, no, Coop, I agree. Don't trade for AR. I agree. Man.
Submit.
And I'll be watching Colin once we get that in.
All right, so his team name is the Kingslayer.
Colin needs to know how to do this. So Colin, watch. Go to expert advice and you just do the super message, and then you can just do like the difference, and that should do it for you. There you go, like that. Hopefully that makes sense. And just say upgrade or whatever in the comments.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go to stream mode again. Boop.
Oh, he's got Allen and Daniels. It's an automatic 9.
Nick,
Maybe
did we
even
forget your
10.
comment? Did we miss something?
Shvet.
Nick asked if we forget his comment. Did you submit super chat here? Let me know if you did.
Let us know what your username is.
Yeah. If we miss anything on the site, let us know. But
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I mean, I trust that he's going to do this. So let's do Collins. So
All right. So Collins
is Marvin's Room is the name of his, and he is 9th in the power rankings. He's currently 3-2. This is a
this is a dual elite QB rebuild contend.
Hold on. You're good, man. Hey, Colin, is this a redraft team or a dynasty team?
Oh, he's got waivers. That does change some stuffs.
Hey, Nick, I would make that trade. And sorry, we haven't answered all of our comments in the chat today. We have to prioritize the questions here on the site because we've gotten so many. So we haven't been answering any questions, but I'll gladly give you that one. I would go ahead and take that deal. So appreciate you. Yeah, Colin, this is a redraft team, right? It says it is. Because it didn't link as a dynasty team. So if it is a dynasty team, then we need to know. Because we also need your picks. I don't think. This looks like a redraft team because on waivers, you've got Deshaun Watson here. So what?
You know what makes me even more mad?
What?
I got Johnson. I got Ty Johnson for $1, and Badaki didn't even make a claim. So I went 2 for Ray Davis because I was like, yeah, if he's going to go for any, he's probably going to go for Ray, but I would assume he went for both. And since he didn't even go for Ty Johnson, I figured he didn't even make a claim because I thought he would be confident that James Cook was going to play.
So Colin, is this team that we have up on the screen, is it the right team? Because it's saying it's a redraft team.
Let us know what your rookie picks are because your rookie picks didn't sync.
I think he synced the wrong team. I think he synced the wrong league. So this league is, what is this league name? Can you check it for us?
Well, what league are you looking at? Because I'm not seeing. I've got a team name of the Kingslayer. Are you seeing the Kingslayer in there?
You know what? I think I was on the wrong one.
You were on the wrong one. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep. There you go.
Okay.
So Kingslayer.
Hey,
you're
Colin,
good, Colin.
my bad. I'm an idiot. Okay, so you're second here, 3-2. I had that right. Here we go.
He's got Allen and
12-team
Daniels,
Superflex Dynasty,
which is the best QB room in the league right now. So give that a nice little 10. To me, you got a McBride, which is good. That's an 8 out of 10. You've got a young wide receiver room, not a ton of depth. You got not really any super high value running backs here. And what's your record right now? You're 3-2 at the moment. You've got some upside worries and questions here at running back and wide receiver. You're so good at quarterback and tight end that you've been able to get some nice wins here, especially with a lot of the injuries. To me, this is not sustainable for the rest of the season. I am going to give you that dual elite QB archetype, but your 3-year outlook is going to be more future value-esque with the rebuild, contend. I will put you in the very middle of the contend rebuild scale, however, because... Oh, Avery had to go pee this time. Because, again, you've logged 3 wins in the first 5 weeks of the season. So that's very good. But, again, I would expect to probably, and I'll add this in the comments, expect to be middle of the pack this season. And keep building for 2025. Yeah, I'm going to put you right smack in the middle, honestly, in the contend rebuild scale. Your 25 picks, you got an extra 26 first rounder. You have, okay, so an extra 26 first, no 26 second.
Have we established a team archetype yet?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I've got dual elite QB, rebuild, contend.
Okay, good enough, yeah.
With contend rebuild scale right in the middle because I'll expect them to finish probably middle-ish of the pack.
Yep.
Extra 26 first, no 26 second. Extra 26 and 25 and 26 second. And 26 third. So with that in mind, for you really building primarily for 2025, I'm going to try and just bolster wide receivers specifically. And I'm just going to go right ahead here. Trey Benson is perfect for your 2025 build. I'm just going to put him right there. What is this, a 12-team super flex? You got Allen and Daniels. You don't have a ton of value at running back or wide receiver. You are going to have to down tier from Allen. I'm not down tiering from Daniels at the moment. I want a full season of what Daniels can do before seeing what his maximum value could be, because I don't think he's really realistically being valued as the quarterback 1 or 2 right now in Dynasty. He could be at the end of the season, and you could get prices for that potentially if you even want to move off him. I don't even know if you'd want to. So with Josh Allen, though, I'm going to have you down tier from him. We like moving off of those top high-end guys right now at the quarterback position, especially when you're rebuilding at the moment.
Trey McBride down tier.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
That'll be one of your more pressing ones. You want to do that sooner rather than later.
I mean, I don't think you need to down tier to a tight end here. What do you think?
I mean, the difference between Hawk and McBride right now is so large. You're
right.
getting.
I agree.
You're getting the same amount of production upside plus just a great priced asset between them. So,
yes.
Waddle is a great target for you at the moment to help bolster wide receiver. And that'll be your second wide receiver target. I'm going to have you get a higher end guy at wide receiver. If you're down tiering from Allen. Oh, my goodness. Whew. If you're down tiering from Allen, what quarterback do you want to target? You want to do a bigger down tier and get a cornerstone wide receiver like Puka?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll down tier and we'll go for...
Purdy is your quarterback? Okay, and then Blake Puka, yeah. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Again, you're just making down tiers here, Wumbo, because you got to accumulate value and value installation upside and value upside with these trades. So
I'm also moving off of Chase Brown and Jalen Warren and Roschon.
Yeah, again, these are all contending assets. Did you even say Deontay Johnson in that? Like, there's a potential you could shop him and get some pretty good return.
Yes.
But he's got also just package a bunch of those young running backs up, and
that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay,
as his moves.
Yeah.
So I just wide receiver straight up. Shop Deontay. And pretty much all your running backs for future rookie picks and wide receiver dart throws.
Yeah.
And then my final suggestion I would have for you is,
what is this? A 12 team start 9?
yeah,
You're gonna be
you're gonna be in good shape for 2025.
Yeah, I think so too. And again, from a value standpoint, because he's got good picks here, right? From a value standpoint, you are second in the league because of those quarterbacks. And you got 2 quarterbacks that are actually like worth something in Dynasty right now. So that's good.
Good start building QB insulation. You're still gonna have insulation even with a down tier from Josh Allen just because of how high his value is at the moment.
Remember, in these down tiers, you can also get 25 rookie picks, and that's going to be the most insulated value you can get. So.
Yep. With the grades, I already graded them, but just reinforcing that 10, 1, 3, and 8, you got a QB grade of 10, RB grade of 1. Wide receiver grade of, it's really going to be a 3, and that's generous. I think you got a lot of work to do at wide receiver. I'd be prioritizing wide receiver this offseason. Cornerstones look good. Yeah. You're on the right track, Kingslayer.
Yeah, I think it's a good team, Colin. And honestly, like, feel free to drop in the Discord, ask us questions as you do this. But you're going to be set up really well, I think, for next year. So this is a pretty good team. Dalton, do you have time to submit another team? We're down to what, 40 minutes here? I think you do have time. Yeah, if you do it, we can knock it out real quick. So yeah, Colin, appreciate you, man. Like I said, we'll be sending that over here soon, and then you can ask your follow-up questions in the Discord. But really appreciate you, man. Glad we could do this team. Again, this is a good example of a team that you really need to focus on value insulation that is really going to be really set up nicely next year. So yeah, appreciate it. All right, we did have a question from Liam and now from BP Fernan. Where can I get my team reviewed? And so I'm going to show you guys how to do this real quick. So when you go to the Flock site, and I'll go ahead and drop this link here as well. This link will take you directly there. What you're going to do is you're going to end up on this screen. If you're on the site, you can go up to this orange button, the expert advice button. You can do team review here, which is the far left one. And then you're going to be able to link your teams on the My Teams page. You can select your team, and you can then, once they're linked, go in here and say which team you actually are. And if you don't have a sleeper team that you can link, you can submit screenshots because we also do non-sleeper teams. You're going to select Domain Fantasy Football. The Team Blueprint 1.0 are going to be the 1.0s that we'll do and just send over to you within a couple weeks. If you want your team reviewed right now, you can go up and upgrade here to the live Team Blueprint. Those are the ones we're doing right now on this stream. So you have both options there. You can either just get in the standard queue, you can get it done right now for $10 extra, or you can get a 2.0 if you want. The 2.0 is obviously, like I said, when we're talking about those, when we say 2.0s, we mean the big one with lots of info. The live team blueprints and the 1.0s are all this. The difference between the 1.0 is obviously just this. The live one, we do it right now. So that's how you get it. Again, that link will take you directly there. But if you're on the Flock site, just find this orange button here in the top right corner to submit. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys that need that. And so then we had a couple other questions here. My blueprint is the number 1 listed. Will you get to it tonight? So Jordan, if you bought, I don't think we have you down that you got the live blueprint tier. You probably just got a regular 1.0. So we're only doing the ones that are the live. If it's this one right here, it looks like this is going to be a standard blueprint here. So we would let you upgrade that. The difference, like I said, is it's like a $10 difference. We just lowered the price. So if you want to do like a $10 super chat, let us know and we can go ahead and do yours. But yeah, for right now we have, and Wumbo $10 super chat says, thanks guys. Yep. If you want to do that, I think we have time right now. Dalton says he's going to get one. And then the other guys, like I said, we'll stay on here for a couple minutes. And so yeah, Blue, that was going to your question next. And I think yours is up here. These are all, what's the current? Yeah, okay. So you're actually up here in the queue. I think that yours is probably going to be done within the week. Am I correct on that? Yes. So within this week, we're going to get to you, Blue. So appreciate you, man. Yeah, you're up at the top of the queue, so you should have yours here pretty soon. All right, we'll stick around here just for a minute. Like I said, up top, expert advice, orange button. Go through this process of submitting your team. We'll stick around to see if we get any more reviews, but we'll obviously be doing this on a pretty normal basis. So, yep. Double check. If you do plan to get a review tonight, go ahead and let us know in the chat. Because if not, we're gonna eventually we're going to call it. So, but like I said, if you guys want reviews, we'll stick around. Yeah, cool. And I don't think we have any other super chats. So yeah, Dalton says he's going to get a 2.0 instead. So that's cool. Yeah, you'll want rebuilds. Honestly, 2.0s are really good for rebuilds. So I think that's because it's very market value focused, which is what you have to do on rebuilds. And so I honestly think like that's how you should approach it. But
Dalton said, never mind. He's going to get a 2.0.
Yeah, so Jordan says he's going to try to figure out the live one. Cool, we can wait for you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like I said, Jordan, expert advice button, the orange button, team review, or just follow the link I just posted. Link your team, go through the process, make sure you pick the right team in your league. And then, like I said, domain fantasy football, and then live team review is just the next slider up. So, yeah, we can hang out for you for sure. Hope you guys have been doing awesome. Hope you are winning in your Dynasty leagues. I honestly haven't looked at my Dynasty results for this week because I kind of try to save it and look all at once.
I need Ray Davis to be absolutely atrocious tonight.
Yes, you do. And the odds of that happening are
low,
extremely slim.
Because he's pretty good.
Yeah.
It honestly is completely dependent on what Ty Johnson does and what his workload is.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's actually second on the depth chart.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man.
I'll show you guys a couple other features real quick because some of the things we're working on the site. Obviously, you have our rankings here, and you can go through and do our Dynasty Superflex and 1QB rankings and sort it by expert. So here are my rankings. You can do positional, you can do overall, things like that. You can select which positions you want, etc. Man, why are my rankings jank? That's weird. That's why I was saying 5 is because it has Justin Jefferson at 5. I did not do that. I need to change that back. But yeah, you get the rankings. The My Teams obviously is what we've been using to analyze these teams, and you can use this for yourself. This is for the Domain Live League, which is a Dynasty League. I'm obviously trying not to auto pick, so I'm number 8 so far, and this is according to my rankings. So I lost Buka. I've lost a couple guys here, but honestly, Zay Flowers took a nice little rankings bump for me this week.
Yeah.
But you get to use all of this. Here's another Dynasty League. I feel like I'm higher up in this one. Yeah, I'm 6th in this one. Dang, I'm killing myself in my rankings. Trade calculator, you get that as well. And then, like I said, the My Reviews is where you can monitor which reviews you have. So, and then also the posts. So we're gonna, there's a lot of Dynasty stuff on here, but we're gonna get back into doing the Dynasty ADP. Last one we did was for July. We're gonna be updating that here very soon, and that's obviously included in your membership as well. So, like I said, just make sure you use code domain when you sign up. But
who do you think's gonna win tonight?
Who is it?
What's your call? Jets and Bills.
Okay, Jordan, I need me to show him again real quick. So, Jordan, here. Follow this link, buddy. Boom. It's in the comments. You know what? That's not the right link. Hold on. I'll give you a direct link. This is the one. There you go. That will take you directly to the purchase review thing. So, try that. And again, if you're on the site, expert advice up here, and then team review right here. Who's playing? It's Bills and Jets, right? Yep. It's going to be the Bills.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't think the Jets are going to have a nice little comeback after firing Saleh?
No. Oops, wrong button. No, I don't think so. I mean, I think the
Bills.
Like
a one-timer?
I think the Bills take care of business.
With Ray Davis.
I think Ray Davis is going to have a career breakout game. Ray Davis is going to struggle. He's going to get 6 points.
I'm going to buy myself a Ray Davis jersey if that happens. And wear it.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, just let me know if you're able to get that, Jordan. Like I said, we'll be happy to do that for you. All right. Good deal.
Dalton says, see more rushing with Allen, or from Allen with Cook out. Yeah, that or more rushing from Ray Davis. So I honestly don't know what the Jets' run D has done this year. I know their pass D is obviously really good. Oh, they're one of the best run defenses in the league, apparently.
Yeah. So again, they're going to hold Ray Davis to 6
6
points.
points.
Yeah. Tell them what happened.
Coming from a goal line touchdown.
Give them the context of what happened.
I can't even.
Do it. Tell them. They want to know.
So I went into this week with a ton of bye weeks and injuries and whatnot. And my team is already middle of the pack at best at the moment. And in the Flock League, I had Kyron on bye. I had a couple other guys on bye. I had like Rashad White out or whatever. And so my strongest position at running back was half of them were out. So I had to start Pittman and Downs. And then AR goes out like last second on Sunday. We hear like 30 minutes before the game that he's not playing. So Pittman and Downs, of course, both produce. Pollard has a good day. A couple other guys have a decent day for me on my team. At the end of the day, I've scored like 113 points. And Badaki's team, his entire team is totally loaded. He has like AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley, a ton of other guys that are super good. Almost all of them lay duds, like complete duds. So right now he's at 109 and I'm at 113 going into Monday Night Football. And he had James Cook as his last guy. James Cook, he was starting. I was like, okay, I'm totally screwed. James Cook's going to play. But I did know that James Cook was going to be a game time decision. He logged a limited practice on Saturday. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go make waiver claims just in case and go hog Ty Johnson and Ray Davis, just in case. Ty Johnson's like the second guy on the depth chart. Ray Davis is the third. So I spent like a waiver dollar on Ty Johnson. Waivers ran for him at like 12:30 p.m. this afternoon. And I got him, which was totally fine. Badaki didn't even make a claim for Ty Johnson. So I was like, okay, I'm chilling. I'm not going to have to update my waiver claim for Ray Davis. I'm just going to be able to get him. I'll be fine because I made a $2 claim. Waivers run an hour later for Ray Davis. And Badaki made a $5 claim for Ray Davis. So I got outbid by $3. And if I had just gotten Ray Davis, Badaki didn't have anyone to start. So I would have won the game.
Dalton says you would probably be better off if you still had Justin Jefferson.
Actually, Kyron Williams, since I made the trade, has outproduced Justin Jefferson. So
walk it back.
That is up for debate.
All
walk
right,
what back?
Jordan, I'm taking it.
What do you mean walk it back?
Jordan, I got you, buddy.
Shut up. What do you mean?
All right, we got Jordan's blueprint, so
back?
we're going to go ahead and... you still won't admit that I beat you on that one.
You realize my record
Nathan,
would be...
come on.
You realize my record would be the same right now if I hadn't made the deal.
Okay. Whatever. Also, Dalton said Avery has to have the fantasy...
I shouldn't have traded Bowers is what I shouldn't have done. The J. Jeff part of the move, I honestly... Kyron's outlook for the rest of the season is just as good as JJ's. So...
let's do Peter Porker's super message real quick. Could you do my team review live? I submitted a couple days ago. Let's see if I see his up here. Yep, we've got it. And he just paid the difference. So, yeah, we could do that. All right, so we'll knock that one out for you right after we do Mahoney. So I got yours, Jordan. We're all good, man. And Dalton did say I have to have the...
Oh, we are doing Mahoney. Mahoney. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he just paid for it.
Gotcha.
And Dalton, you'll never guess how many points were scored against me this week. But you're spot on, I will say that. I am first in points against now in that league by a long shot. It's insane. He's got Marvin's room. Does Jordan? Jordan, appreciate you, man. Thanks for getting a blueprint. What? Mine said something different. What happened?
Yours said something different?
No, it says that's what mine says.
Yeah, but this is the same team that he submitted 10 days ago. So just FYI.
Oh.
So he...
Hey, Jordan, we did a blueprint for this team, it looks like.
Well, no, not yet, but I was just wondering... I was just wondering why I didn't pay the difference.
Oh, I think I misunderstood you, Jordan. Well, so Jordan, you already had a team blueprint submitted and you just wanted to upgrade to the live option. Is that correct? If that's true, you didn't need to pay that full amount. We'll refund you the difference if that's
yes.
If that's true. So, all right.
While you're walking through that, I'm gonna send that to the devs right now.
Yep. So, Jordan, I'm assuming you just wanted the one that you already had submitted for, and you just wanted it live. So, just let me know in the comments. But like I said, we'll refund you for that. You don't have to pay that much for that. But let's go ahead and do it here, and then we'll do Peter Porker's. And did we have another one up here that we needed to do? Did I forget one? Hold on. Didn't somebody else pay to?
Porker just did.
Did we do Porkers?
No, there
was somebody else. There was somebody else.
No, there wasn't.
I thought
I just checked.
Okay, maybe it was Porker.
Jason or Jared or
so we've got to do
in the comments said that he was thinking about doing it.
It was blue actually, wasn't it? Oh no, it wasn't blue. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we're good. It's Porker and Mahoney, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and knock out. Let's knock out Jordan's. Jordan, we see it. Appreciate it, man. Like I said, we'll get you settled on that. Yeah. Yeah, Jordan, we got you, man. Like I said, it was only $10 to upgrade, so we'll refund you this. But this is going to be again Marvin's room. When you're looking at the power rankings for this is, by the way, 1QB 12 team. It says it's a redraft. Okay, this is not yours. Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So is this a redraft team, Jordan?
No, he's got picks and everything.
Okay, maybe it's just not.
Let me try.
What? Yeah, do you see what it's doing for me? It's doing the same thing it was earlier. Yeah, it's loading the top.
Room. I'm not seeing his rookie picks either.
Jordan, are you a redraft team here? Yeah, I just want to make sure this is a redraft review. But just let me know, buddy. And you would be Marvin's room.
Oh, he sent us in the chat. He's a copy of our Google Out stuff with team review rosters, draft picks if someone wins 2 years in a row, league resets. Oh. Right now, Extra Sloppy Joe's is making a good case for it. I'm projected to probably be an early round.
Oh, he says it's Dynasty and he linked through ESPN. We need to keep this league ID for Joe because it needs fixed. Okay. Yep. Good stuff, Jordan. That makes sense, man. So we'll review it as a Dynasty team. And confirm these settings are right for me, Jordan.
I don't have access. We don't have access to the Google sheet, so I can't view it right now.
Oh, yeah. Jordan, give us permission.
You can change those settings to, or I'll just give you my email.
There you go. And you want to read some of his comments real quick?
Yeah, so I have all my picks for 2025 and 2026, which are the picks we can currently trade with. The previous year's champion is unable to trade as a fun league rule. Extra Sloppy Joe's. Tried buying Leggett for Sutton in a third, no luck. Rice for Godwin in a third and second offered, also no luck. Just an idea on things I've tried to do so far this season. Trying buying Leggett for Sutton in a third, no luck. Rice for Godwin. Oh, wait, no, that was a repeated one. It happens every once in a while. He said the team rosters draft picks are shown in the doc. Someone wins 2 years in a row, the league resets. Right now, Extra Sloppy Joe is making a good case for it. I'm projected to be an early round pick. So number one thing that I'd tell you here, that's an interesting rule that the league resets when you have a back-to-back champion. I would proceed as is, especially if you're rebuilding. I would proceed as is and build your team like the league's going to continue for the next 5 years. If it resets as a rebuild, you are better off. Like, seriously, because then you're resetting and you're redrafting and all of this stuff. So just continue on like this is a future value team. Don't worry about the league potentially resetting with Sloppy Joe potentially making another push. That's an interesting setting there for sure.
All right. Well, you want to get into it? Confirm this for me, Jordan. This is a 1QB Dynasty 12 team league, PPR. 1QB 12 team is the important stuff here.
Yep. So I will need to look at his team because this is a
manual.
All right. So we've got Allen and we've got Caleb. Oh, nice. At quarterback. So that is pretty solid, especially, okay, this is a 12-team Superflex league, so Allen and Caleb, to me, is an 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Pretty easily. What is this, a 12-team? Yeah, probably a 9. So, I think at running back, you've got Rico and Braylon Allen as really your top two guys. And again, I'm adding these on the fly. You got Roshan Johnson as well. I think Braylon Allen's value is very interesting at the moment. It's very tempting to move off of him because he's backing up Breece Hall, and Breece Hall's just better. And then you got some depth with Jaleel and Tyler Beatty as well. So running back, not much there. I'm definitely going to say or allude to potentially you're going to want to move off of any running back value that you do have. And Braylon Allen surprisingly has a significant amount of value at the moment. So your wide receiver room, I would grade your running back room at the moment still a 1 out of 10. You don't have any starting running backs right now. And then at wide receiver, you've got Marv, which is great. Love seeing that you got Marv. You got Godwin, which as much as I love Godwin, you're probably going to want to move off Godwin as a rebuild. Brian Thomas, great guy to own right now. Then you got some depth guys like Ridley, Sutton, who you did say that you wanted to move off. You got Gabe Davis. Some of these guys you may have to package in large quantities to be able to get any sort of picks. Help me out here.
Slayton, Wicks.
Just keep talking about his team.
Yeah. In terms of what positions have you? In terms of tight end, I mean, again, I think when you're talking about, and I don't think I saw in the comments he did say the league pot right now is about $8K for the back-to-back winner because we throw in $100 a year, so that's insane. So I think he did confirm it was a 1 QB league, and so
I thought it was a super flex.
It says 1 QB.
Oh, my bad. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
still, you have Josh Allen. It's still a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So
have you graded his running backs?
Yeah, it's a 1.
Yeah, and then wide receivers, what did you give?
Wide receivers, I have not graded yet. Currently,
so Marv, Godwin, Thomas. That's probably a 6 or a 7. Yeah. And then tight end, you got Schultz, Conklin, and Ertz. Which again, you don't have a super good tight end there, so that's probably going to be a 3. I mean, you can start all those guys.
I mean, come on, he's got Dawson Knox.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah,
there's no trade value there though. So
yeah, no, I agree.
Probably too.
All right, let's work on some deals for Jordan here.
Okay.
He said we're moving to Superflex in 2026, so that's actually important. That's 2 years.
I will grade you like a Superflex.
Right. I mean, even though it's 2 years down the road,
still a 9 out of 10 with Josh Allen and Caleb Williams. And
it still is. Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really change
because you've got the most productive guy.
Yeah.
That said, moves we're down tiering from everyone possible. Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, I was going to say let's just put Marvin Harrison.
I'm down tiering from Josh Allen. Down tiering from Marv. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we want to give this we're giving this a future value archetype. What are his rookie picks again?
Actually, it doesn't say. Hey, Jordan, what are your rookie picks? If you could drop them in the YouTube chat, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, I haven't gotten access to the Google Sheet yet. Yeah. So it would be good to know your rookie picks when you can. Your depth score is a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, no running back cornerstones here.
I would assume this is future value.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Unless you don't have any picks, then it's a hard rebuild. But
yeah,
you've got enough young guys to play with.
Correct.
So. Yeah, the positional grades are set, depth is set, all that stuff is set. Rebuild consent scale is going to be very low.
Yeah, rebuild. Depending on what his draft capital is, I'll wait for him to see what he says here. But
yeah. So we're down tiering from Allen, we're down tiering from Marv, and we're moving Godwin. We're moving Godwin.
Honestly, yeah, you have to.
We're down tiering.
Yeah.
So,
all right, let's give him some targets then.
Yep.
So from Allen, you got Caleb Williams here. Even in a Superflex league, you go from Allen to a rushing upside like Kyler. I think that's pretty good. From Marvin Harrison Jr., you're down tiering. You want somebody that's like equivalent production wise. Puka's fine for a rebuild. You also go Rashee Rice for this team. He has all of his picks for 25 and 26. You plan on going heavy running back next year. Yeah, so in terms of the draft, I think that's probably not a bad idea. You can either just shop the picks or you can go running back there. So I like that. But see like a good running back class. Yep, I agree. It is going to be a good running back class. So again, you'll build running back last on this type of build, and you can kind of fill in through the draft, or you can even trade away. A lot of people are going to be clamoring over some of those young running backs. You might be able to get some proven ones.
All right, tell me those picks again.
All of his 25, 26 picks. He has all of his picks.
Owns all future rookie picks.
Yep. So, Rashee Rice I think is good, and then
I got JSN. I think is a good target.
yeah, I think JSN's a good target.
So read off the league settings to me.
So this is a 1 QB, 12 team start, 9 PPR, and on tight end premium.
Okay, so if it's a 1 QB start 9, you've got 1, 2, you've got
3, 4, 5.
3 wide receivers, so that's 6, 7, and then 2 flex,
8, 9.
no super flex, and then your bench is however much. Do you have any taxi spots, Jordan?
Yeah, do you have any taxi spots in this league? That's a good question.
And it's a full PPR. Is there any tight end premium? No tight end premium. And then there's a 12-team league as well.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're good on that.
So just need to know the bench and the taxis there, and then we're good.
Yeah. Seems like...
So suggestions and comments here. Our final targets, we got Kyler, Puka, Rashee Rice, and JSN. You're moving off of a lot of top...
And again, on this type of team, value plays are everything. Just play the market.
Yep. Name of the rebuild game, baby.
Yep.
I would say try leveraging contending league mates and get 25 rookie picks at a discount.
Yeah. For sure. So just been dropping players and rotating waiver wire picks. No taxi spots. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like your waivers are a little bit... It says Brandon Cooks, Deshaun Watson, Greg Dulcich are on waivers. So it seems like your rookie picks are... You know, honestly... Well, I mean, Deshaun Watson's butt cheeks, but if you have extra roster... Like, I would rather roster
how many
Watson...
how many bench spots?
How many bench spots do you have? I didn't ask him that.
Yeah, let us know how many bench spots you have.
Honestly, instead of rostering Xavier Gibson, Mac Hollins, Jalen Cook, I would rather just... since it's going to be a Superflex league, I'd rather just take a shot on Deshaun Watson and just pray he does something, even though he's probably not going to. But if that's right, and Brandon Cooks and Deshaun Watson are on waivers, then you should definitely be picking those guys up.
Yep.
Because they're better than some of the guys you got in there.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird.
All right. Good on this one? Go to Porkers now. Just make a new tab. Figure it out.
I'm gonna have to redo it all.
Yeah. So that's we gotta finish because
I know. Well, I need another comment.
Oh, I mean, just he said 16 bench spots, so that's why he has so many players.
Okay.
I guess we could have probably calculated that from his lineup, but we're not smart enough to think of that. Morons. Yeah. Cool. All right, Jordan, we got a blueprint queued up for you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. We're going to jump over to our last one here. So anything you guys get after this, we're going to have to do probably later in the week. But let's go to Peter Porker here. He says, looking forward to this. Oh my gosh. Badaki is in the chat now. Saying go Ray Davis.
Shut up, Badaki.
I told Nathan he should be playing some defense, and he played defense with his $2 bets. Gosh, dude.
You didn't make a bid for Tyler Johnson or for Ty Johnson, so I just figured that you weren't making a bid for Ray Davis either.
Man. Badaki, Nathan is like thrown off of his game because of this.
I've been messed up since it went down.
Peter Porker says, looking forward to this. League has a couple of rules. 2 points receiving for first down, 0.2 points per carry, 0.15 for completions for QBs. I'm 4-1, and honestly, those you're getting a wide receiver bonus, wide receiver. All of these kind of cancel out. 4-1. Your second, you have in the first round pick I have is 0-5. Sick. So that's the 101. Looking to contend for years, but want more contending pieces. And this is going to be Burrows before Joe's, which I very, very like. Badaki says he's freaking out too. So Badaki has been saying he's not very confident. But I told Nathan Badaki.
I don't care about your confidence, Badaki. You're going to win. It doesn't matter if Ray Davis sucks. He's going to score 6 points and he's going to win. And I, yet again, will have cost myself a very important win. When I don't even know why I'm this mad because I didn't even expect to be even close to winning this game. I thought you were going to destroy me.
Badaki said the only reason he got him is because he woke up at 5 a.m. Australia time because he was stressed out about it.
What were you doing up at 5 a.m.?
He says he was stressed.
Why didn't you go to sleep, dude?
Nathan,
I had him. So I was right. He didn't make a bid. I was right.
Nathan's tweaking, Badaki. Can you tell? Man.
Go to bed.
Well, I mean, it's like 8 a.m. there now.
Yeah, well, you should have.
Badaki, you broke
beauty
Nathan,
sleep,
dude.
Man. Oh my gosh.
Badaki doesn't need beauty sleep. He's fine. He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, I know, but like, just go to sleep.
All right, let's do Burrows before Joe's real quick and wrap this thing up.
Oh my gosh.
We got about 10 minutes before the game. Let's go. Come on, finish.
Ray Davis is gonna break off like a 50-yard touchdown.
This is a Dynasty Superflex 12-team start, 10.5 PPR non-tied premium. Okay. He also said his child was crying.
You know what's crazy too?
Do you not support family life, Nathan?
I had dreams last night.
Gosh,
I
Nathan,
had dreams last night that James Cook wasn't playing and that I got Tyler Johnson and Ray Davis and that I won. Yes, I legit had a dream.
All right, we got 10 minutes. Let's go. Burrow, Williams, Nixon, Levis in a 12-team Superflex league. So I'm gonna go Burrow, Williams, Nix. That's an 8 for me.
What's the team? Burrows before Joe's?
Yep.
Oh, look.
Yeah, you're right there. Yep. 8 at quarterback for me. Brees, Kenneth Walker, Pacheco, Irving, and Tyler Algier. To me, that's another 8, I think. Brees Hall and Kenneth Walker is pretty solid with Pacheco as your running back 3. Neighbors, Brown, Thomas, Addison, Kirk. That's probably a 7 or an 8 for me as well.
What's his running back rank?
I said an 8. Hall, Walker, Pacheco, Irving. That's probably a 7. Let's go 7 running back,
7.
Wide receiver 8 because you got Neighbors, AJ Brown, Brian Thomas, and Jordan Addison.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then Dalton Kincaid is
it's an 8. 7 or 8.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
and then you own all your future rookie picks. You don't have that threw me off. Go back down.
Again, he said he's second. He's 4-1. So I think this is contending team for sure.
He does not have his 25 second.
So this is a dual elite. You could go dual elite QB here. You could go.
He's got Kill Williams.
Well-rounded though. Like look at this. He's got Brees Hall, Kenneth Walker, Malik Neighbors, AJ Brown. Like he could be a well-rounded team. You could go. I mean, he's pushing elite value, but what do you think? I think he's kind of in between a lot of those.
What does cornerstones look like here?
He got good cornerstones.
He's got a lot of good cornerstones.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think
this is a soft elite value.
I think it is a soft elite value. Congratulations, you get the gold medal for elite value there, Porker.
Soft
elite value.
Yep. How's his depth looking here?
I don't think we should use soft and hard to describe the elite value levels of our blueprints.
Shut up.
It's kind of weird, Nathan.
I have a term for it. It's on the DVM. It's right there. Read it.
Elite value. Where's the term?
Literally right below the 3-year outlook.
The extreme outlook.
The extreme outlook. Yeah.
But this is extreme the other way though. That's extreme good.
Okay, fine.
This is something you don't. That's why I didn't read that.
Diminished outlook.
Yeah, just don't say soft.
Tank Dell, Christian Kirk.
Does he have Tank Dell?
It's a 3 out of 10.
Oh yeah, he does have Tank Dell.
Tank Dell. It's 3 out of 10.
Is it 3? You think? He's got Bucky too, and he's got Bo Nix. I think it's better than that. It's a 5 minimum. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
He's got Ray Davis too.
No, he doesn't. He has Frank freaking Gore. Okay. And he has Ty Johnson.
All right.
Both of which are going to do nothing while.
All right. So what does he need to do to win this league? First of all, put Tyreek Hill down as an auto flex. Honestly, what if we just moved Brian Thomas and got Tyreek Hill? Would you be okay with that? They're pretty much back to back in our rankings. He's 4-1. Do you think he needs to do that when you're looking at the teams? What are the other teams in this league that are good? You have a 5-0 team here: Lamar, Goff, Cook, Jacobs, Etienne.
There's a couple things I'm doing here, so I'm fine with that move.
Yeah,
especially if you want to go win.
Because
I'm just going for I want to say consistency.
Why don't you down tier from? Why don't you? Well, I mean, you don't have to do that. It's a soft elite value. You really can kind of run the place here. He's got an extra.
Say soft. I'm gonna have you move Dalton Kincaid down tier to George Kittle.
There you go. Yeah, I like that. I actually really.
You have plenty of cornerstones. This is a suggestion and comment. Plenty of cornerstones. It's safe to invest in some productive assets, some productive vets.
Suggestion and comment for him: be really picky about which trades you make, because you're already set up to be in a contending spot this year. So be very selective. Don't force anything.
Don't force trades that don't make your starting lineup better.
I think I forgot to mark this one as complete.
Yeah, and then Pacheco will just move for straight up production. Nothing against you, Pacheco. Just gotta be healthy. So we probably should have him target a running back.
Yeah, I mean, I think you go Derrick Henry or something like that. Shoot for the stars. Let's see where some of these running backs are on this league.
Tyreek
Henry's not on that team. Dang, Bijan Mustardson has crazy running backs. He's got Robinson, Achane, and McCaffrey. This team's going to be hard to beat. But he did lose. He doesn't know wide receivers, though.
Let's have him get a young guy.
Okay.
That helps him.
Whomst.
Is that possible?
I was going to say there's not a lot of those guys right now.
Not possible. Is rebuild contending scale at the moment? No. Come on, help me out. What other targets?
I gave you a couple. I mean,
you gave me.
You can Derrick Henry.
Oh.
I want
Alvin Kamara and/or Henry. Henry's going to be
Debo and Tyreek.
Reek and Debo.
You just erased Debo. You're an idiot.
Well, I do it in order of value, bro. Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
QBs, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, picks.
But they were both wide receivers.
Picks. Yes, and Tyreek, his value is higher than that of Deebo Samuel. Hence why Tyreek has to be on top.
You broke your own rule and switched it in real time. That's fun.
Because I just noticed it.
Yeah, right.
Because I do it
You just yelled at me and then noticed that you weren't doing...
You know what? They're back-to-back in value anyways, okay?
Okay, that's true. All right, so do we got the rebuild contend?
Yeah, I need one more suggestion and comment.
Yeah. Honestly, Porker...
I love the reference. I love the joke, by the way. Peter Porker, love it. Bye, Becca.
Don't get in an arms race. It's the same thing. Don't get in an arms race. You're giving yourself as good a shot to win, I think, as you can give yourself, so just be careful. All right, y'all. Game is in 4 minutes. That's our last team blueprint of the day. Peter, appreciate you upgrading, man. Glad to do your team. And yeah, that's going to do it. So we'll be back and doing more of these live team blueprint sessions. Obviously, we were on for 3 hours today. We'll do more of these here soon. And just make sure you drop a like. Make sure you're subscribed if you play Dynasty as well.
Like that,
and also, if you got a team blueprint done today, we'll be sending that over in the next couple days. So, all right, y'all. We appreciate you guys so much. Have fun watching the game tonight. We'll see you later.